Konnichiwa, everybody. Konnichiwa. Hello. Ooh, thank you so much for all the gifted memberships. Mr. Veek, Incels, thank you. Server Dickies and Blueberry. Okwedi, thank you for re-upping the membership. Welcome back. Hello, everybody. It's hot. It's hot again. Thankfully, today isn't as hot as it used to be, but like it was earlier this week, but well, weekend, I guess. Big Flow, hello, Okwedi. Thank you for re-upping that membership. Jennifer, Verdandi, Okwedi. Ooh. Oh, that's a little loud. Okwedi, hope you have a wonderful break. Thank you. I hope I get like an actual break though. I hope that's like the hope is that I can actually get like a proper break in all this and like not just stress out the entire time, but it is what it is, I suppose, isn't it? Vanny, Cosette, Okwedi. Evelyn, thank you so much for the membership, Okwedi. Get the best break, Shinri, thank you. I will try. Sav, thank you for the 12 months. 1 year, hope you have a good break, thank you. Wait. 100 kg, thank you so much. Thank you for the 17 months. Okwedi. Thank you for the water spritzes. Chat, I was just thinking about the Minecraft server and I want to do this. I want to do this again. I want to like reorganize this and like clean it up and make sure it looks good. Like this, I kind of left it like unfinished right here, and wait, it just looks kind of sad this way. Wait, hold up, Vanny, did you send a message? I didn't see the message. Where was it? The morning I woke up and my mind immediately went daddy do. Chat, am I cooked? Hanukkah's Hedgehog, thank you for the super. Hope you have a good break. Sending this super chat on behalf of my friend Blobble. Oh, today is her birthday, but she couldn't catch it live. Shinri, I'm so EP. Blobble. Happy birthday, Blobble. Happy birthday. I know that feeling. I know the feeling of not being able to get up. EP is good. EP is EP is everywhere. It like pervades. Oh wait, hold up. I'm still trying to. Ooh, sound the rain. I forgot. I need to sing for the happy birthdays. I'm not sure how it'll sound with the filter, but we'll go for it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Blobble. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday, Blobble. I hope it came through. I'm not sure how the filter, or like how much the filter blocks things out, but I hope it went through. Yeah. Ooh, chat. My brain is empty. Like, I just can't think of anything. It's like, I want to do stuff, but like my brain isn't thinking. My thinking noggin is not working. Herondale, thank you so much for the 6 months. Okwedi. Happy mini vacation. Thank you. Have a healthy rest. Thank you. Whoa. I don't have arrows. Oh no, I don't have arrows. I have an axe. Vander, thank you so much for the super. Wait. Thanks to your grounded stream, I was able to persuade my friends to buy the game and play it with them. Could we are having a blast. Happy Minecraft and take care on your birthday. Thank you. Oh wait, that's exciting. Oh, I hope you guys have fun with it. I hope you're making consistent progress, more so than the boys and I have. But that's awesome to hear. you tried turning your brain off? I have tried. I'm not... But I can't. I've tried to turn off my brain, but it doesn't work. What is all this? Why do I have all this stuff here? Oh wait, we have empty boxes. Think of the break as part of your job. Gotta take care of yourself, not to take care of others. And thank you for the membership, Okwady. And yeah, that's probably a good way to look at it. It's just that for me, like, taking breaks is scary because I don't know, it's like one of those moments where like everything ends and it's just quiet and you're like, all right, well, now what? You know? It's those moments, so I hope you have a good break. Thank you. Thank you. I hope so too. Take a break before the break takes you. What if I'm okay with that? What if I'm okay with the break taking me? What if I'm okay with it snatching me up and then whisking me away into Breakland, where breaks grow on trees? I don't know where I was going with that. All right, let's get a few of these things in there. Do I want these potions, Chad? I don't think I need those potions for anything. I want to go leave it up at the front. In case, like, any of our senpais come through here. Oh, wait, we can't. It's full. Chain potions, though, stack. Right, of all the things, you'd figure that potions would be the thing that stacks properly, right? If you haven't scared us off yet, a little break won't say it. Chase us off, face facts, your stick with us. Oh, yeah, thank you. Intra, thank you so much for the super. Or, words. Sorry, I read on autopilot. Thank you so much for reading the membership. No, for me, future me watching VOD, it's been many nights volunteering job applications. Good luck, good luck. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I hope you get that call back. Hope you land that dream job of yours. Wait. Lucifer, thank you so much for the super. For your break, we'll be right here in the pub when you come back. The rain is nice, by the way. The rain is nice. Can we get some more rain? For that super. Also, chat, I just want to say, it's kind of funny how there are so many llamas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, I swear to you, we didn't forcefully take the llamas, okay? They were left here. They were left here by their owners. We didn't take them by force, is what I'm trying to say. Wait, not gonna lie, gonna miss you, but I know you really need this break. You work so hard. I'll bonk you if you say otherwise. This break is deserved. Have a restful break. Mickey, thank you. Thank you for the super. Thank you. I'll try my best, chat. I'll try my best. Oh, so much of this stuff. Yeah. What happened to the owners? We don't know. One day the owners were there, and then the next day they weren't, and now we're holding on to them until the owners come back, because we think they missed their owners. Yeah. Wait, thank you for the super. Thank you for being you. You're amazing. Enjoy your break. Thank you. I'll do my best. I'll try. Jaylee, thank you so much. Manifesting improvements in your sleep during the break. Honestly, though, I think my sleep has been okay recently. It's still pretty bad, but like comparatively, I think it's not been that bad. I've been waking up at like 6 a.m. now recently. The only issue is that I fall asleep at 9 and I go to sleep at like 10, like 9, 10. But beyond that, it hasn't been that bad. I just lose out on a lot of late night shenanigans that the boys do. kind of reminiscent of like back when we had debuted and the boys are kind of like just doing collabs here and there in the middle of the night when I was sleeping. So I do feel like I'm worried that I'm going to be missing out on a few things, but comparatively, it hasn't been that bad. So I guess that is a little bit of a fortunate thing. Not unfortunate, a fortunate thing though. The sleep is good. Yeah. All right, let me get this stuff sorted out because it does annoy me a little bit. All right, let's see. Put all these in there. Swap this around. Swap this around. Got some of that. Got some of this. How do we organize this when there's so many colors? I guess we'll just do it this way. Good enough. Yeah. Let's go. Iris, thank you for the super. Do your break on your basic shimmy. Thank you. I'll try my best to enjoy my break. Sleep is for the weak. And I never said we were strong kois. No. At least the kois need to be sleeping well. At the very least. Be good role models for me. Alright, we're gonna go scoop up a few things. Ooh, almost done with this. And then we're gonna scoop that up. Well, got a very random question. What do you think about Iceland? I know Iceland, I think it's a pretty neat place. I want to go visit, but this is primarily because I used to play EVE Online a long time ago, and I know the developers, CCP Crowd Control Games, operates out of Iceland. And I've always wanted to go visit because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But beyond that, I don't really have many thoughts about Iceland. Other than it seems like a really neat place and I would love to go visit one day. Lay, thank you for the super. I'm taking your break for accomplishing and learning your journey. Hope you have a good break. We'll miss you and all the boys. I'll miss you guys too. Thank you. It's false advertising the country. Is it because Iceland isn't actually full of ice? It's actually pretty green, and then Greenland's the one that's full of ice. I've seen the memes. This quite is a bad example then. Is sleep deprived kid? No. I hope you're able to get some good sleep though. Good rest. Could all take good breaks while we're gone. Yeah. Let's see. I have a whole bunch of stuff here. Not sure. I should leave one of the crafting tables here because the boys can use it. Okay, let's compress all of this into bone blocks. Greenland used to be green, and then it wasn't. No, what happened to it? Global warming? But then, global warming is working the other way around. Let's see. Woo. I gotta say though, I think my iron farm is much more efficient. Not like I need to compare anything though. I'm just saying that like, if we needed an iron farm and we needed a lot of iron, I know where I would go to get them. There we go. Alright, let's see. Bone blocks go in here. This is like mostly just me cleaning up my area before I take a break. Just so that like we don't come back with a messy area. Bone meal. Nice. Let's see. Glass panes, paper, miscellaneous glass. Isn't Iceland famous for licorice? Is it? I'm not sure. I've actually never been. I know, what was it called again? I forget what the food is called, but it is like fermented, aged shark fins, I think. Like stir-strumming or something like that. Stir-strumming. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how it's spelled, but it's like a fermented shark thing. I've wanted to try that. Raylan, thank you. Bribes you with fresh cookies to ignore my sleep habits. Thank you for the super. Yumea, thank you so much. Been looking for months and never sent any of my milestones, but I feel brave to wish you a good break, Shinri. Hope you get plenty of rest. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Doesn't matter if you chat into the chat. As long as you are enjoying and vibing to the streams, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Fermented herring? Ooh. Surströmming is fermented herring. Oh, shark is hakar? I want to try that. I want to try fermented shark. That sounds really neat. What does it taste like, Chad? What does fermented shark taste like? I have a pretty wide, like, open palate. There's very few things that, like, gross me out. And, like, one of the big things that gross me out are, like, if it has a face. If a thing has a face and it's looking at me, then it's a little bit hard for me to swallow. But aside from that, I think I'm pretty good at, like, eating most foods. Fermented aged thing in Japan. I forget what it's called. I know there's this thing called like sushi. It's like sushi, but like the old traditional sushi, which is like preserved in salt. So it's like super, super salty. But I've never had that before. It's the guilt. Yeah, my brother got to try a bunch of indigenous foods in Alaska. That's so cool. No way. I would love to try that. Oh my god. That's so cool. That is, oh man, I want to do that. I think one of my favorite, or like not my favorite, I guess, like my dreams, chat, I wish in like Minecraft there was a button here in like Stardew that just says organize, so you can click it and then it like organizes everything. Like, god, could I get that, please? Please. Where was I? Oh, that's right. If I had the opportunity to, I don't know. I know I probably will never get the chance, but like if I were rich enough, chat, if I say let's say I won the lottery, right? If I won the lottery, food tourism. I would love to do food tourism and just like travel around the world and just eat lots of food. God, that'd be so much fun. Like, guess wouldn't even know. We are short on redstone and gold. Remind me, chat, next time when we come back, we need to go fill up a chest full of redstone and fill up a chest full of gold because we don't have any of that. And yeah, honestly, same. Alligator's tasty. I want to try alligator. There's this one place. I'm completely blanking out on the name, but there's this one place. It's a hot dog place, bratwurst place, I think, where they serve like kind of like semi-exotic. Is it called Applebee's? No, no, it's not Louisiana. It's like a hot dog place where they serve sausages that are made with like like kind of exotic places. Like there's like rabbit and snake, moose, and like a few other things. But it's like you get to try that. But I'm gonna be honest, I went there, I tried it, I couldn't quite tell the difference because it's a sausage. Like they're all mixed together, you know, and no one flavor particularly stuck out to me as like, oh, this is definitely snake. You know, it all just kind of tasted like meat to me, sadly. So I've already sent my milestones, so I'll send a super instead. Thanks again for the chill vibes, and I hope you have a good break. As a koi, I'll conquer many ponds under your nave. Let's go. Thank you. I'm excited to know how many koi ponds you will take over and conquer. Thank you so much for that super. Rabbit, snake, mouse. Tastes like a combo of beef and venison. Yeah, it kind of tastes like salty meat. I don't know how to. What the heck? What? Are you... What? Oh my god. Boys. Let me go fix this. God. A traffic jam. It's so typical of the boys to see that traffic jam and then think to themselves, yeah, not my problem, and then just leave the traffic jam there, piling up even more and more, instead of being all like, this place is broken, I should fix that. Like, of course not. That would never come across their minds. You know, they would never think to fix it. They just see it, think, someone else's problem. And they just leave it there. I saw, there's what? How many were there? 1, 2, 3. 3 minecarts. At the very least, there are 3 minecarts. Okay? Like, come on, boys. Seriously? This is why you're cleaning house before you go on vacation. Exactly. Exactly. God. Are you serious? Is there... God. It's like the people who you go into the it's like the people who words. Okay, let me start over. It's like when you go to a shopping center and you go to the parking lot, right? And then you see one shopping cart that's out of place, and you're like, wow, who must be that lazy jerk to just take the shopping cart and leave it there, right? And then you go shopping, then you come back, and then when you come back, you realize that there are like 6 other shopping carts next to the shopping cart, and it's like, you could have just taken that and put it back inside the little corral, but no, instead what you do is you shove your dumb like shopping cart into the same spot, and you're like, oh, it's good enough, right? And it's like, no, it's not good enough. That's not how it works. Like, what the heck? The corral is right there. It's like 4 squares next to you. But you couldn't be like... these people, chat. Why? Why are they like this? It's like peak, I got mine, so screw you mentality. And, I just want to grab my shake up, be like, come on. Come on. See, this is why when I make the rail line up here in the overworld, we're gonna have 2 tracks. One track goes clockwise and the other track goes counterclockwise. Because if we have one single track, I know same thing's gonna happen. You know, the boys are gonna take the car and then it's gonna get a traffic jam, and then because of that we can't have nice things, and then everyone's like, why is Japan so much nicer than America? And you're like, gee, I wonder why. Because people aren't considerate of the... Oh my god. So they're all like, oh, I'm so excited to have like Japanese 7-Eleven here in America. You're thinking like, do you really think we'll have nice things? I bet you 2 months. 2 months. 2 months before something bad happens, and then they cancel the entire program. Do you guys remember that one story of that little robot that was like traveling around the world, and it started in one place in America and it was like going around to the other place, right? Gonna miss your friends for the next 2 weeks. Annie Plush, thank you. Thank you for the super. There was a robot out there, the hitchhiker robot, and then the robot was like, oh, I'm hitchhiking across America, please take me here and like drop me off, right? It died. It was killed. Yeah, it survived like 2 days in the States, and then they found like the remnants of it just beaten up on the sidewalk. Wait, was there always 2 portals? I don't remember this one being there. I remember this one, but I don't remember that one over there. To be fair, the robot went to Philadelphia. It's always a sunny theme plays. Do 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 do. Oh my god. It turned into roadkill. I was so sad. You know what? I'm lazy. I'm just gonna fly. Alright, walking would have taken too long. Wait. We'll close this. Alright. Why was I here, chat? That's gonna drive me insane. That's gonna drive me insane. Okay. Oh, that's right. I needed to find an ender chest. I needed to find an ender chest because I accidentally destroyed my old ender chest and I had all the obsidian in here. That's why I came over here. Haha, this is why you always have extras, chat. This is why you always have extras. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well. Let's go turn. We're gonna just keep it quiet here and then. There. All good, all quiet. No screams. Only dreams. Nice. All right. Let's get the sound back up. Then we get out of here. Okay, no, I'm lazy. That's gonna take way too long. We're just gonna fly out. The elytra is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me because now I'm just incredibly impatient about how slow all the rest of the travel is. Like, I should never have gotten the elytra. Why did you use a wooden sword? Because it was there, and I don't have a sword weapon. It's the only thing that has sleeping edge. Nice. Alright. Okay. Now that I have my ender chest, I'm gonna go plant one over here. And then I'm gonna put... oh shoot. Oh my god, chat. We have so... Why do we have so much? Okay. We gotta organize our ender chest too. I guess we'll clear out this little area. And then let's go organize. The hoarder life. Yeah, Ooh, this morning, chat. Ooh. My friend showed up and I showed up. Okay, so the context of that was I have been playing Escape from Tarkov off stream, just like here and there casually, because it's like a nice relaxing game for me. And my friend saw my stash. Yeah, it's the one, if you guys don't remember, it's the one with the backpacks where I have like oodles and oodles of backpacks stored inside backpacks and everything. That was the one. So I showed him that, and then he looked at me and he was like, Shinri, you have a problem. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, you collect these things because you have a compulsive need. You have a compulsive need for validation, and since you can't get validation like through your personhood, you have to get validation through the acquisition of like material goods. And I was like, wow, Jesus, okay. And he's like, but you're also poor. And I was like, ooh, double oof. Okay, you didn't have to go that far, but we are now. And then he goes, so that's why you hoard in games, because it's the only place you can enact that fantasy. Oh man, so that was fun. Reese, thank you so much for the super. Gonna miss you, you deserve a break. Thank you. Oh, that one like went right to my core. Right to my core, chat. But yeah, so that's what happened earlier. So I feel like, Shinri, why do you hoard so much stuff in all the games that you play? Well, now you know the answer, apparently. Chat, get yourself some friends who can tell you, who can just like real talk, give it to you straight without like sugarcoating it. Like sometimes I need to hear that. I need to hear like the truth. I need someone to be like completely honest with me. And I can appreciate that I have people who I like are comfortable enough to just be brutally honest with me. Like, I appreciate that. plunged his sword in and twisted it. Yeah. Crow, thank you. 2 full generations are in the picture and I don't like it. Thank you so much for the Zuba. Nah. Yeah, I just ripped the band-aid off, right? I have friends like that. My mom was very honest with me. Let's go. I would much rather people be upfront and brutally honest with me than like super like more worried about my feelings than anything, if that makes sense. Because, for example, are you sure? Yeah, 100%. I am at the... Okay, I know I keep saying this, right? But like, for me, at my age, if I have a problem, I would much rather someone tell me, hey, Shinri, you have a problem. Here's how to fix it, right? I would much rather someone do that as opposed to hiding away the fact that there is a problem because they don't want to hurt my feelings. Because what that ends up happening is I have no hurt feelings, but the problem still exists, you know? And it's like, it doesn't help because I would much rather the problem be solved and addressed than me continue to like be ignorant of it and then just kind of like vibing on my own, right? Because if the problem does exist, I would much rather someone tell me so I can get that fixed as opposed to, you know, hiding things away from me because like, oh, I don't want to hurt his feelings. And then I find out later that people actually did, you know, think this was a problem but never told me about it. It's like, why not just tell me up front? Like, I'm not gonna get mad at you for that, you know? So it's kind of like, I would never attack my friends for being the messenger when they call me out on things, you know? Because it doesn't, you know, like, it's cool, you know? That's why you have friends. People that we can trust to be all like, real talk. That ain't cool, you know? The irony of saying this in front of 30 chests. Hey. He's not watching. It's fine. He doesn't know that I got this going on right now. He doesn't know that I'm holding onto dirt, literally the most common block in Minecraft, and I have a chest full of it. I don't tell people about their problems because I don't want to hurt their feelings, but because they don't know how to word my complaints with the problems. I think that's fine. Something that I personally do with my own friends, if I have a problem, or like if they have a problem but they don't know how to phrase it, I'll just tell them like, hey, tell me. Just like spew it out. Just tell me what you think the problem is. And if it doesn't make sense, I'll ask you to clarify it again. Because I know that feeling, you know, it's not every single thought is always like cleanly organized and like cleanly laid out in like a really easy to convey message. And that's fine. I know like feelings especially are kind of awkward and clunky. So if, you know, you give them the chance to explain while also giving them the like the space to make a mistake, you know, like, hey, I want to give you like the next 5 minutes or until whenever you say you're done. I'm just going to give you the time to just talk, let it all out, explain to me what you think my problems are. And then if I have any issues with it, I'll ask you, but I'll give you the chance to at least have your say first. Because I know that like sometimes it's hard to find the right words for things, and sometimes it's you say things in the heat of the moment that you don't actually mean, but you know, like that momentary awkwardness should not be the reason why you don't or it should not be the reason why you continue to hide things from your friends, you know? Yeah. Not a lot of people are open to being brutally honest, especially from my experience. Honestly, yeah. I am a very like solutions-oriented person, which is why for me, I value being able to address the problems more than my feelings. Because here's the thing, I'm gonna be honest, I've had my feelings hurt many, many times before, and like I've gotten over it, you know. Like I'm still here, I'm still around, but mostly because like I know that, you know, interacting with people can be messy, and it's not always super clean cut. So like, I don't want that to be scare off people from being open and honest. You know, like, oh, what if I don't know how to say things? That's fine. I don't know how to say some things, you know? Sometimes I misspeak, and that's okay. But like, I'm not going to judge you for misspeaking or saying something in the heat of the moment, because we all have those moments, you know? All right, let's go. Let's keep cleaning this stuff up. I need more boxes, chat. I need a lot more boxes. I've also gained wisdom from that, though. It really has changed me for the better, and that I can help a lot more people because I understand them now. Yeah. Like, people are like you. You know, that came out weird. People are people. And as a person, you kind of understand what it's like when things are kind of weird and clunky because you are people, right? But like, other people also have like those types of insecurities or misunderstandings or questions and like uncertainties and things like that, right? So just realize that people are just people, you know? Jetto, thank you for the 17 months. Thank you, thank you. Hope your break treats you well. Oh, thank you, thank you. I hope so too. I hope so too. More boxes. More boxes. Okay, empty. Empty. This is from Rio Senpai. Empty. Ooh. Stuff here. It's a lot of boxes. I've been tuning in while doodling. Yeah, don't mind it. Don't mind it. You know what Axel says, right? Don't mind. It means don't mind it. I think. I don't know. It sounds like it, so I'm going to say it is now. Remember, people are people too. Inspirational words from Josuiji Shinri. Chat, did you guys know people die when they are killed? Dun dun dun. Tune in next time for another riveting truth, mind-blowing revelations of fact. Okay, this is a complete mess. I don't know how to organize any of this stuff here. Stone goes here. I have deep slate, I guess. I don't know where those go. We'll put the stone in there. Same with plants. Yeah, plants die when plants are killed too. Oh. Alright, let's see. That's from the senpais. I want to save that. This is from Rio Senpai. I want to save this because I want to protect the things that the senpais gave me. So these two things. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Empty. Things here. Lots of fireworks. Okay, we should take the fireworks out and make a box for fireworks. What's a good box for fireworks? We'll pick this up for now. Put all of them in here. Aha. Wait, these are different fireworks. Flight duration 3. Flight duration 1. Oh no. Oh, that's going to throw it off a little bit. That's a little bit annoying. That's okay, though. We'll figure it out. Obsidian, flint, nether bone. Okay, put the bone in there. Don't need the brewing stand, and we'll put the signs away as well. Nether brick. Jojo, thank you so much for the soup. I have to go to work now. Have a good break. There might be fewer coins in the pond when you come back. I got hungry. Whoops. Oh no. No eating the kois. Give it the soup. Have fun at work. Hope work is enjoyable. Yeah. Have you ever beaten the Ender Dragon? No, because Altair keeps beating it without us. So every single time we log in, it's always dead. And it's like, man, you don't invite us to kill the Ender Dragon? Alright, let's go put these away. More of this. And then... Okay. Altair keeps kill stealing. It's not called kill stealing, it's called kill securing. That's why there's a S in there. KS for kill secured. I learned that from a very toxic support player in League of Legends several years ago. He also said a lot of words that I can't repeat on stream. But it's cool to learn new things all the time, you know, Chad? Like, never stop learning. Block of quartz. Oh, that's right. We can compress all the quartz into block of quartz. Wait, do I want to? Wait, chat, should I keep the nether quartz on its own? I don't think I could turn this back into quartz. Oops. Okay. I'll turn a few of them into blocks, but not all of them, because I guess some of them might be useful. Maybe? I don't know. I love the way you said that. Block is better. I was going to ask you this as battle. No. Battle is not that toxic. Okay. Empty. Stuff. Scoop that up. A little more fireworks. Okay. Empty, empty. Let's go to sleep so that we don't get surprised by a creeper. There we go. Maybe the quartz blocks will be useful for something. Do you know why I have collected all these quartz blocks? And why I went out of my way to collect a few other quartz? Because when Altair was building that big sign for the Holostars JP Senpais, I was like, oh hey, wouldn't it be nice if he had like the materials? Because he ran out, so I was like, oh, let's make sure that we don't run out next time. And then there never was a next time. Let's go. Makes me want to download Minecraft just to organize everything. Let's go. Do it, do it, do it, do it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, throw that away. Gilded Blackstone, I don't need that. Netherrack, don't got plenty of that. Pack dice. Now let's hold on to it. Okay. Yeah. Stone. Over here. Stuff. Okay. Fishing rod. I have like little bits and pieces of stuff, but not enough to make it like warrant a separate thing. And that's a little bit frustrating. Would you be interested in a game to organizing things? You mean A Little to the Left? I've played that. I think it's very cute. It is a good game. My heart melts when I see people playing it, and I love seeing people play it. It's fun because you get to... I think the best part about A Little to the Left... Well, best and worst part. The worst part is that you can only organize it in certain ways, and the ways that you organize it are ways that the developers have set forth. So, like, you can't organize things the way you want them to. You have to organize them the way that the developers want you to. But at the same time, if it's fun to see people's thought processes when it comes to organizing things. It looks really, it's like, ooh, so that's how they think, you know? And I like that. Okay, empty. Ooh, stuff. Some stuff. Watery stuff. Ooh, okay, we'll put that there. Pack dice. I'll put that. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay. What's a random efficiency 5 book doing in here? What's 2 random efficiency 5 books doing in here? What the heck? The game was frustrating to me at first of that because, yeah. It's a nice game. It's cozy, but like you had to play it the way that they want you to. You should play Moving Out the Boys to give yourself a migraine. I've had a migraine in the past. I would not recommend it. I did not have fun with the migraine, so I'm not sure if I would go intentionally give myself some migraines. All right. Okay, let's go clean up these. I believe all of these are empty. 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 Empty, 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 and empty. Okay, perfect. Let's go. Okay. All of these are empty, and then we'll go keep this safe. In here, these are all empty. And I don't really know what to do with this many shulker boxes. Kerja, come on, hello. Thank you for the 2 months. Okwedi, just popping by to wish you a good break. We'll miss you. So, VOD Goblin time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, Okwedi, thank you for re-upping the membership. Wait. I'm gonna miss you all, Chad. Me so sad. I'm gonna wake up and be like, alright, it's my break. Sadness. I should dye these boxes so they're a little bit easier to organize and not so, like, stuck together. If that makes sense. Like, hang on. Yeah, I need dye. I can't do this. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Hey, I have all of these things here. Oh, I should fix that. Elytra, mending, unbreaking 3, mending. They all have mending. Oh, unbreaking. Wait, hold up. Oh, were we gonna connect these? Unbreaking, mending, mending on its own. Do I have any unbreakings? Is there supposed to be BGM? I turned off the BGM because every now and then there's like Minecraft BGM, but the Minecraft BGM hasn't kicked in yet. So, because then like if I turn on the BGM, what ends up happening is like the Minecraft music will start playing. Oh, hello, Estelle senpai. Oh. Hello, Estelle senpai. Oops. Whoops. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Think he's good. That was a you spawn in, immediately die. Welcome to Minecraft. Doing a huge project. Oh, is that Asta Senpai's I think I saw a part of it. It's like a giant glass dome, right? I think I saw him working on that. He's gonna be proving like the flat earth theories. It's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna draw the firmament unbreaking. Oh shoot, I need a book. Darn it. So that's why I had all those books in there. Wait. There's the ice wall. God, I wish. Do you know how I know the Earth is not flat, chat? I know the Earth is not flat because if the Earth was flat, we would have a lot of fun. Like, there'd be cool things happening, you know? Like, the reason I know it's not flat is because we can't have nice things. And... okay. Oh wait, hold up. There it is. There's the Minecraft music. It's from a very... not very oldish, I think. It's like a kind of old-ish anime. It starts with a kid. He is like It starts with a kid, and he's like in his classroom because they all start with the kid in his classroom, right? But then he goes like, nothing ever fun happens here. Like, my life is pretty boring. Like, we're not gonna get anything exciting. And then like the world ends or something. I forget exactly what happens. What was it? Eureka 7? And then he goes off on an adventure to like do really cool stuff. But like, is it Fleekly? It's probably one of those. They all have similar things. They all operate the same way. Some kid's like, man, life is boring. There's nothing fun that happens here. And then something really cool happens, you know? Is it Fleekly? I don't think so. Maybe? Maybe it is. Maybe, no, I'm thinking... In my brain, I am thinking of Eureka 7, but I know it might not be... That might not be actually it. It's been a while since I've seen those. Yeah, it's Fleekly. Let's go then. But yeah, man. Having seen Eureka 7 a long time ago is probably what inspired me for my anime aesthetics, because I really like the idea of like falling down and like flying through skies, open air and everything. Yeah, Bulge, hey. Have you seen the Flat Earth mockumentary? Is that the one where they like try to prove that the Earth is flat and they do the test and then they end up proving that the Earth is round because they did the laser test? Yeah, I remember that one. Eureka 7 soundtrack. The soundtrack was pretty great. The soundtrack was pretty banging. What was it? What was the experiment? So basically the experiment goes like this. If the world is flat, you should be able to get a laser pointer and then shine the laser pointer parallel to the floor, basically, right? And then have it shine. So okay, what do they do? They have like a couple of big like sheets of plastic or like sheets of cardboard or whatever, and they poke a hole in it, and all the holes are the same height, right? And if the world is flat, then you could shine a laser and it would go through all of the holes. You know, like let's say like the world is flat, right? So like the laser would go through like a straight line, like this 2-layer block over here, right? So you'd be able to shine a light through all the holes. But if the world is curved, then you won't be able to see the light. You won't be able to shine the laser through, because what ends up happening is the curvature of the planet slowly moves the height of the hole relative to where the laser pointer is. And they're showing the light through, and they're like, I can't see it. Where are you shining it? I'm holding it straight. Are you sure you're holding it straight? Yeah, I totally am. Lift it above your head. And then they lift it above their head, and then they see it. So like they inadvertently proved that the Earth was curved. Yeah, some people really think they live on Minecraft super flat world. God, like why would they want to? Okay, here's the thing. Let us assume the world is flat. Okay. For the sake of argument, let's assume the world is flat. Now what? You know? Now what? Okay, you guys are right. The world is flat. Now what? Like, what does that change? What does that do? You know, like, what is the takeaway now? Right? It's funny when they immediately prove themselves wrong, right? But my question is, why do they go through so much effort to try and prove the world is flat? Like, for what purpose? You know, they don't think that far ahead. Exactly. It's like a dog chasing its tail. The dog chases the tail, and then at one point, the dog catches its tail, and it's like, ha, gotcha. And then you don't know what to do afterwards. You know, like what comes next? Okay, like what is your plan? Like, where are you going with this? You know? Someone once said that it was to hide God. What? Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like, okay, the other thing that I keep hearing about is like what is it? Hang on. We gotta turn on some BGM so it's not me just like ranting. Okay, I'm gonna turn my filter off for this one. Okay, so like, let's say the world was flat, right? And like, let's say like there's, you know, like the whole, oh, there's like the firmament above there that like keeps us down here, and it's like, okay, then what are you planning on doing about it? Like, what does it do, you know? And then like the people, my favorite thing are the people who talk about like the ice wall. There's like, oh, there's a great ice wall that is like surrounding all of humanity, like we only live in this tiny thing. It's like, okay, so like, assuming that it is true, for the sake of argument, okay, yeah, there's an ice wall. Now what? Like, if you think that there is an ice wall, you should care a lot more about global warming, because if there is that much ice and it starts melting, do you know how much worse of a problem we're gonna be in, right? Like, right now, the glaciers that we've got melting already are bad enough, okay? If you want to talk about an entire ice wall surrounding the entire planet, and that starts to melt, that's like millions of times more ice. Like, you should be championing like the craziest of environmental like activist things, you know? Like, why? It'd be a pretty cool bit of world building for a fantasy world. That's literally Game of Thrones. That's the thing. Okay, complete confession, I've never seen Game of Thrones. I never watched it. I fall for hype aversion really quickly, so when everyone was talking about it, I was like, it's not for me. So I stopped watching it, right? But like, isn't in Game of Thrones, isn't there like literally a giant ice wall that like protects the world, and like the only thing there is like zombies? Like ice zombies, right? Why would you want... Okay, let's say that's true, right? And there are ice zombies, right? Do you know what you do? You leave them the hell alone. That's what you do, okay? Like, the whole... You know how people have like the audacity to like go into the ocean and then they like uncover this like ancient artifact that like, ooh, I wonder what ancient civilization did. You know, like, do you know what we're gonna do with it? And everyone's like, no, you put it back. You put it back, right? There you go, just put it back, right? Let's say that there are ice walls. Cool, great, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't anger the ice zombies, you know? Like, why, like, stop, just stop. And then the people who are like, oh, but there's like limitless energy there, you can get perpetual mode. Like, do you know how badly like unlimited energy would ruin society? Like, there will be wars fought over unlimited energy, and not in the good way. We're always curious though. Curiousness is fine, that's one thing, right? But like, disturbing the entire population of ice zombies? No. But cute zombie? Okay, they may be cute, but... How cute are we talking about, actually? No particular reason, just curious, you know? No reason, I'm just curious, just asking. Like your Sadako statue come to life. Aww. I still can't wait. I can't believe I had to wait a year for that. A pre-order for a year? Oh my god. I mean, now I understand what it's like to order merchandise from the Hololive store. So I guess there's that, you know? Oh, that's right. This is like, wait, excuse me. Water stuff. So like, we'll put the water stuff here. Ooh, blue ice. A map, buried treasure map, trident. Ooh, we have a bunch of trident stuff. Man, someone in chat said there are continents behind the ice wall, therefore DLC continents confirmed. Do you know what happened the last time people are like, oh, cool, a continent full of people. Let's go there. Like, have we not learned? Fur Tree, thank you for the gift of membership. Thank you. Have we not learned, chat? Fur Tree, thank you for the gift of membership again. Thank you. There's a book called Guns, Germs, and Steel. Is that the right title of it? Guns, Germs, and Steel or something? We see what happens. We see what happens. You know, we've been through this story before. Grand Cricket, thank you for the 15 months. Okoidi, Okoidi. Hashima, just want to wish you a nice break and call it a night. Hope you get lots of R&R, eat lots of tasty food. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hope you get some good eats. Yeah. Wait. But do you... What? Gosh, high school history all over again. Good times. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've gone through like high school history stuff in the past. Alright, what was I doing? I'm gonna make sure I gotta clean this kind of stuff up. Let's go. But I like history. History is fun. I think more people should revisit history periodically and then just kind of go through like, what was life like? What did people think about back then? Man. Let's go ahead and... Oh, give me a moment, chat. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. History was one of my favorite subjects. Let's go. I liked history. I think science was still my like #1 favorite, but I liked history. History was nice. It's kind of cool to learn about history, you know? Just love finding stories that are silly stuff from history. I think the best thing about history is that like it's how to describe it? Like there's always something you could learn from it, you know? In like a very vague, broad kind of a viewpoint, like almost every single problem that humanity has ever had to deal with, it can be like recreated. Well, not recreated, I guess. More like you can draw and learn lessons from things in the past to apply to things today, you know? And like, sure, it's not like, yeah, they didn't have AI stealing artwork back then, but like you can still kind of go ahead and like take lessons, you know? Even though they're not direct one-to-one, you can like pry them apart and be like, all right, what are the takeaways here that I can learn that I can then apply into, you know, current world happenings. Civilization changes, but humans don't. Exactly. Okay, toss lapis. I don't need that iron door. Toss the bow meal. Toss the gunpowder. I kind of want to keep these. Coral block. Ooh. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And for some people, that period of history is very short. It is very short. It's almost like they, you know, they touch a hot pan and they're like, ow. And then 20 minutes later, they're like, oh, hey, hot pan. Ow. Some people don't learn from history. And, you know, maybe that's okay. Maybe, oh, wow, what is this? Fire, eluding, mending, sharpness, sweeping edge, and unbreaking. What the heck? Why do I have so much stuff on this one? Some people, you know, like, yeah, you rock on, keep it on. Yeah. I don't know. All right, trident. I have 3 tridents. I don't know why. Loyalty, mending, unbreaking, impaling, loyalty, mending. Channeling is the one that I need, right? I wish they would learn. Sometimes people don't want to learn. And like, as much as we would wish them to learn, sometimes it just is that way. And I don't know. Gotta respect it, I guess. Oh, that's right. Wait, I forgot. There was a reason why I had a shulker box full of fireworks. If they can't learn to stop touching the hot pan, then we just have to stop them. Maybe? Or what if we, you know, there was that one joke about like, oh, what if we just like removed, what if we just like remove the warning labels off of dangerous products just for like a couple of years? For all in, for it's a these is joke. Vey, thank you so much for the 7 months of Koidi. Teacher once said history doesn't repeat itself, but it often does rhyme. I feel like that line is more accurate. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, it doesn't, like, repeat itself in the way that you would think of, oh, something repeating, right? Like, the parallels are still there. Like, you still have, like, the same type of lessons that people learn and or don't learn. But what can you do? People are people, and they will continue to be people. Alright. Why did you give the child a sword? To teach it a lesson. But what if it cuts itself? Then it's an important lesson. The people who deserve Darwin Awards. I don't know if anyone deserves them, unless they like intentionally are going out there being like incredibly reckless. Like, please don't hurt other people in the pursuit of Darwin Awards. It's not that, you know, not that big of a challenge. Learn from mistakes and people invented and improved. Yeah, hopefully. Ooh. Go. All right. Look at how many bone blocks we've got, Chad. Ooh. Okay. Wait, hold on. I remember why it's so quiet. We turned the block sounds off. There we go. Get some of that. Turn that into bone meal. Turn the bone meal to bone blocks. And then we compress that and we're good to go. Ooh, look at all the bone blocks, chat. Yeah, it's the bone zone. Collect all of these. And then not magical, not magical, not magical, not magical, magical. Okay. Let's go combine these. Combine that. Combine those. And then oh. That's a lot of bows. That's a lot. I don't know why we need this many. But oh man. Can we turn the earth off and on again? That would be nice. I want to know what would happen if we just reset. Lots of bows you'll never use. Yeah. Kind of makes it a little bit redundant when I have like enchantments. I know this is amending, but I'm probably just gonna throw that one away. Just take away oxygen for 5 seconds. Sometimes I wonder if I heard people ignoring warning signs, eating berries in people's backyards, thinking the signs just for show, but they are poisonous. What are they actually thinking? The answer is that they're not. The answer is that they're not thinking. Oh god. What? Ooh. Whoa. That was weird. Oh my god. And it was all a dream. Dun dun dun. Yeah, server lag. That was a little bit spooky, chat. A little bit spooky, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know what was going on. Why is this here? Okay. I'm gonna leave all this stuff here. What is this? We don't need any of this stuff, right? No, not really. Nah, we're good. Paper. Paper and gunpowder? Okay, we'll take a few of this, and then we'll turn them into fireworks. How do we change the durations again? I forget. Huh? Yeah. There we go. Kimmy! Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you. Can we get some hearts and chat for Kimmy and the gifted memberships? If you receive one, please enjoy the channel badge and the emotes. Thank you. Let's go. There's a reason why the boys don't drop as often anymore. The game is haunted. Game is haunted. Ooh, lots of stuff here. Okay. They can't play mods on stream, but have you tried any of the horror mods or Minecraft? I have not. I have not tried. My reason for not trying mods is very simple. Because I know the mods are fun. And I don't want to stream, have fun with the mods, come back, and then realize, oh, now we can't stream with mods again. And then just feel sad, you know? So that's why I will most likely not stream, or most likely not play with mods, because it is better. Oh, is it better? For my own sanity, it is not. But generally, it is better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all, except when it's Minecraft mods, because I don't want to have to fall in love with Minecraft mods and then later find out that I can never use them again. Yeah, better to remain ignorant. Yeah. I know it sounds really sad, but, you know, that's okay. It's like the gang's all here. Yeah. 4 beds. All the boys are here, Chad. Oh no. Oh no. Server lag. Oh. Are we safe? Thanks. Okay. Yeah, there's Minecraft music. See, this is what I mean, chat. Like, it's hard for me to like get the music down because like sometimes the Minecraft music plays, other times it doesn't. Shinri, you have to let it go. It's not your fault. The accident was 7 years ago. You gotta move on. No, why is the music so sad? It's better to have loved and lost than never loved at all, except for Minecraft mods. Needs to be stitched onto a cute pillow. Yes. 100% yes. Alright, let's go chop this down. Do I have my axe? I don't have an axe. I don't have a diamond axe. I just realized that. So, what I could do is I could go into the mines and mine for diamond, or I could just breed a bunch of blacksmiths, I think is the class. I could get a whole bunch of blacksmiths and then just have them make level 3 enchanted locks. Or, sorry, level 3 enchanted pickaxe. Why did my brain stop working on that one? Okay. So, look here, let me show you. Here, let me show you. All these little torches. Oh, it's so cute. Over here. So I have these guys. These are all armorers. Armorer. They make armor. So you got some like generic kind of like diamond armor stuff here. And then we have a whole bunch of emeralds that I've been collecting. But like these are all armorers. And it's just armorers. Like it's armorers all the way down, right? I don't have any blacksmiths. So we got like some clerics here for redstone dust. Got some librarians for some books. Actually, it's mostly librarians. Mostly librarians. Librarians here. Librarians there. These are empty, but we do have mostly some other librarians. We don't have blacksmiths. So we got some like novice librarians that haven't leveled up yet. Farmers for cake. Wait. Where's the cake? Pumpkin pie? Wait, there's no cake? Wait, which ones had cake? Cake. There we go. Good. Ooh. Cakes. I have some of these for cakes, for bread and cookies, and then like pumpkin pie and stuff, and golden carrots. So we got some of these. What do we have here? Librarians. More librarians. Okay. So what I need to do is I have to carve out like another section over here. So that way, if you look at it from the top, like, let me show you. Ooh. So if you look at it from the top, that's kind of what it looks like. There's like, uh-oh. That's right, that's a fence. So there's like little sections here of 8. So like 8, 8, 8. I need to build another one over here of 8. And then I'll have like blacksmith and blacksmith. Because we have mostly librarians there, some clerics, but we need more. We need more, chat. You even have that cave cake. Yeah, I do. I do. I promise you, no one will ever find this. The server will go down and no one will ever have discovered it. Because I'm lost. Where did I put it? Wait, where did I put it? Where's my cake of caves? Cave of cakes? Wait, what? This isn't it, right? No, it's not here. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. This, the cave of cakes, because we just had a lot of cakes. So I decided to go fill up this little area with cakes. Yeah. I should go buy some more and fill up more areas with it, but wait. Alright, chat. Give me just a moment. I must go use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna hide myself inside this little area so you'll hear the lovely sounds of the villagers working away at it. Alright, give me just a bit. Hello, chat, I'm back. Hello, hello. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, let's get back to it. Ooh. Alright, where were we? Wait, chat, why are you guys frozen for me? Oh no. Give me a moment, let me refresh. Okay, there we go. Alright, so maybe we'll make that the next project. We'll go ahead and get some. We'll breed some villagers here, and then we'll breed some villagers here, and then get some blacksmiths. Are there already kids in there? Oh no. Let's go check. I haven't used this in such a long time. Like, okay. Villagers. Wait, they stopped, like, farming carrots. I'm curious. Why? Yeah, they stopped farming carrots. What the heck? Okay. They don't have jobs? They have hats. Or one of them does. That should be enough, right? I may have to revamp this. I may have to revamp it. They want to sleep. No, they cannot sleep. They must. Maybe they're on strike. Oh, psh. Then I'll just go find some more employees who would be more grateful to work here. Wait, that'd be evil. Does that work? Oh wait, hold up. I have to close. Wait. This? Now they can see the... Wait. Where? Oh, you're sleeping. Okay, okay. Oh well, that's fine. We'll work on this later. I feel a little bit sorry for this one. He's gonna have soggy socks. Because like the water only goes up to his socks, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. We'll rework the breeding camp here. All right. Let's see. What else do I need to do before I head out? Let's go take a look and see where all of our other chests are. Everything that I've set up in the past. So like this. Are they still cooking? Do they have stuff inside? Lava bucket. No, they don't. They're all empty. Okay. Let's go take all this stuff out. Ooh. I have some netherite scrap, which I never ended up using because I couldn't find enough of them to turn into tools. Alright, let's scoop some of that up here. Empty. Empty. And empty. Okay, perfect. Nice. What did you do this summer? I went to breeding camp. That would be a very wild thing to explain to your teacher. I'm not... I'm not sure how well of a conversation that would go over with others. Alright, let's put it there. Chest, glass, dirt, oh, planks. Put the glass away. Ooh, lots of double. Lots of shovels. Okay, here. This is good enough. We'll put the glass in here. And then, oh, there's more glass here. At the rack. Okay, cool. There's like nothing else here. Oh, wait. If the boys ever need to cook anything, I want to go and make sure that they have enough lava buckets. Ooh. Wait, we can do this. We can clean this up too. All right. Scoop some of this, scoop some of that, scoop some of those. 2 more. 1, 2. Yeah. Talk about shovelware. Not gonna lie, breeding camp sounds like the plot of an Omegaverse fanfiction. I feel like breeding camps would be too low-hanging fruit. I feel like it would be something that everyone does for their first, like, baby's first fanfiction would just be like, oh, what if it was a breeding camp? You know? Like how open world crafting survival zombie games are kind of like overdone. Like everyone's kind of done them, and it's kind of like at this point it's kind of like I guess it's a good thing to practice if you want to try making your very first game. Like you can try making an open world survival crafting horror zombie game, right? Like everyone kind of does it as their beginning one, so I'm not sure, you know, low-hanging fruit. Yeah, it's a good way to practice. I'm not sure if it's like on its own would be good enough as a story. But then again, like I don't write Omegaverse fanfiction, so I don't even know where I would start with that. There's a Minotaur Farm book on Kindle. Ooh. Wait, that's kind of cute. Minotaur Farm? What do they do? What do they do for fun? Cat, almost all of my ideas for like my stories are like super cliche tropes. Nothing I think of is an original thought. Maybe. I don't know. I've definitely had some quite... Wait. What is that? Wait, what is that? Has that always been there? What is this? Ooh. Oh, that's a cake? It's Altair's birthday cake? Wait, has that always been there? I don't remember that. He made that for himself with the resisting? Oh, I don't remember it. I don't remember it being there. It looks new since his birthday this year. Oh, I see. So much cake in this stream. Interesting. Not always since his birthday. I've not been around. Let's go. Build this up. That's full up. That's full. Ooh. A little bit more that we can fill up here. And then I think the last one is this. Cake everywhere. Where does this go? Hold up a minute. It doesn't go anywhere. What? Strange. Kyo, hello. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Get some hearts in chat for Kyo and the gifted memberships. Thank you. You receive them, please. Do enjoy the channel badge and the emotes. Full. Almost full. Almost full. Almost full. Okay. We can take these out and then place them in here. And then with the remainders, we can fill up these little slots that are empty. And okay, full. This one needs to be filled up. All right, let's go ahead and fill this one up, chat. Right. Or not. Maybe, I don't know if they have enough lava. We might have to wait for the lava to respawn again, or like continue to drip out of all these places. 1, 2, 3. Go. Need to set up a hopper system so you can just yeet the buckets into full chests without checking them all. That'd be nice. I never really figured out how to use hoppers in like an efficient way. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I think that's what I might do. I might like look up guides on how to actually be a good Minecraft player. Use all these things, all these tools efficiently. It's gonna bother me that it's not full. Alright, we'll come back later when there's more lava. How about this? Good. Good. Are these... Wait, why are they on? They should be off right now. Okay, good. They're all off. Don't worry about using hoppers as a nerdy part of being a Minecrafter, but what if I do want to become a nerdy Minecrafter? Studying to become a good Minecrafter. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to get efficient at Minecraft. Study Japanese and get an engineering degree in hoppers. Man. I'm sure someone out there has gotten a job because of Minecraft. And I don't mean like modding or like skinning or like adding like graphics. I mean like programming job because of Minecraft. They have actually. Oh my god. Let's go. That's so awesome. Put this here. Arrow. Well, I need some of the arrows. Ooh. Okay. Gold nuggets. Put you here. Iron nuggets will put you there. Iron goes here. Perfect. LB, hello. Thank you so much for the 6 months of Kwedi. I want to thank all the kois that gift memberships already 6 months of being the parasite. Of the goodwill of kois and maybe Shinri. You cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for re-upping the membership and thanks to all the kois for the gifteds. Let's go. I feel like we should close this. Where does it go? Oh. It's like a very narrow kind of crevice. Oh. Oh, it doesn't really go anywhere. It just kind of loops around here to this side. Okay. That's not much. I mean, we can clear it out. We can clear it out later. Just add torches. Yeah, we should. Where are my torches? There we go. Ooh, new cake cave. Oh, should we do that? Should we fill this up with cake as well? And I'm looking here and be like, why is there so many cake? Why is there so much cake? Where did all this come from? Who took the time to make all these cakes? Nisa, hello. Thank you for re-upping the membership. Welcome back. Great up, great. Look at that. Ooh. Double jump. Ooh. Wait, double jump. There we go. At least the cave can have cake. God. One of these days, chat. One of these days. I hear that it's the reason why we don't have cake is because in Japan, aesthetically, flat butts are considered more appealing than cake, which is why we're not allowed to have cake because we're in a Japanese company. So, like, if you wanted to know why, like, none of us have cake, it's because of that. Even though, like, we're Holostars English, and we're supposed to be like appealing to like a English audience, like they still enforce this kind of tyranny upon us, you know, this kind of oppression So that's why we don't have cake. But one day, chat. One day we shall have cake. The cake shall be free. Alright. What was I gonna do? Yeah. Oh, that's right. I need to get some redstone. That's... Oh wait, wrong one. Oh. Ooh. Redstone. Let's go. That's not a lot of redstone, but that's okay because a little bit will add up over time. I kind of want to get more villagers now. Like, this doesn't feel like enough. I need more. Ooh. Quick restock. That's really nice. I didn't realize they restocked so quickly. Or maybe we're just lucky with the timing on the restock. Look at that. Give us cake, cowards. Right? Bold impact on you understand. Alright, now we have a whole bunch of redstone. Let me go. You have to compress. That's all of that. Compress all of this and drop that back in there. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. Put those over there. Goes out. Stack. There we go. Nice. Right. You know what? Half a stack of redstone block. Pretty nice. I like it. I like it. It's a good amount of redstone. Then we can start practicing like redstone stuff, you know? Ever thought about building an auto sorter? I don't have enough stuff that would necessitate an auto sorter. The auto sorter is myself. I am the one who auto sorts. And honestly, I kind of like sorting things on my own. I don't know, like just being able to organize it myself is nice. Let's see. Lots of glass. More glass. Okay. Ugh. Yaka, thank you. Thank you for the 17 months. Before I forget to send this again. 17 months. Let's go. Okwedi. Nisa, thank you for the gift of membership. Cream X Bread. Okwedi, thank you for the 1 month. Didn't mean to dampen the mood. My puppy died a couple of days ago, so your streams are very comforting. Thank you. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope the puppy is able to get some peace. I'm so apologies to hear that. Wait. I hope you give yourself the time to properly grieve and process it. Sorry about the loss. Sorry, chat. Is that too loud? I think the block sounds a little bit loud. Weather, players, ambient environment. Sorry. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's not so loud now. It is, but not definite. Yeah, I think it's a little... it might be a little bit too loud even now. Let's set it down to like 10%. Okay, there we go. I think the sound is just right in my case, but I like Minecraft sounds. I do too, but sometimes it gets a little bit loud. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clear out this entire place. All of this. Because I want to make this a giant station. I guess what we can do is like dig straight down from here. Because the idea that I want to have is I want to live on top of the station. Okay, we'll like mark this as the line for now. Are you gonna play Minecraft on your break at all? Work on the new house? Probably not. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel about it. I kind of want to see if I can treat the break as like a proper break and like do like a real big like revamp of just where I'm at and just, you know, all the things that have been on my mind. Because, you know, sometimes, like, you just gotta take a break and be like, all right, where, like, take, what's the word? Like, take a inventory, take stock of where things are and where to go, and, you know, just general things like that. Wait, hold up. I forgot. I need to go get a couple more chests because I am gonna fill up on dirt very quickly. Reevaluate yourself. Yeah. Recenter. Yeah. Just, you know, general questions of like, who am I? What is real? Does the Matrix actually know what food tastes like? Or does it substitute everything as chicken for placeholder because it doesn't actually know what real food tastes like? And is that why everything tastes like chicken? You know, things like that. Because you never know, right? All right, where are my shovels? A common question to ask in your 30s. Come back as a whole new Shinri. I don't think I could. I think my personality is kind of set in stone. I don't think I'll ever change from that. It's difficult for me to like really add or change or replace stuff, you know, in my personality now. Let's go clear out all this dirt. Ikuzo. It implies it's already tasted chicken. No, well, yeah, but like maybe it's like the first person to input the code for flavor, input the code flavor as chicken, but then never updated it, you know, for other things. So who knows? All right, time to go clear out everything. I'm gonna burn through all the durability. Hey Shinri, where'd you get so many dirt blocks? Oh, you know, here and there. Or they never knew what chicken tasted like. Maybe we know what maybe we know what as chicken actually tasted wheat. Tasty wheat, yeah, tasty wheat. God. I haven't seen the movie in such a long time, chat. I've not seen Matrix in such a long time. I don't know if it's kept up, though. Has it held up? Maybe not. Not with the graphics nowadays. But if you just got rid of the dirt blocks on the server, I mean, it's not like anyone would notice. Oh yeah, look at all that. Matrix is 2000s cringe. Cringe? Wait, cringe is good though. Kill the part of you that cringes. Not the part of you that is cringe. Be cringe and free. Terry, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. Get some hearts in chat for Terry and the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. I am cringe, but I am free. No, it's not but. It's I am cringe and I am free. I am cringe and free. Be careful what you wish for. I stream for a living. I'm already well past the threshold for cringe. So so it's a lost hope for me. Like I'm too far gone already as it is, you know. All right, dirt. Let's go. And then in here we're gonna shove. Oh wait, hold up. Take these out. I'm gonna shove this into the corner. I was not a Matrix girl, but I understand it's not the worst age things in the 2000s. A lot of things have aged much worse. I agree. Yeah, there have been a lot of things that have not aged very well. All right, hang on. I don't think I need this many diamond shovels. I think this is a lot of shovels. Let's go put the shovels away somewhere. Where do I put my tools? This is way full. we'll put you in this one. And then we'll put those away. I don't know why I have item frames. Don't need this many. I'll keep the arrows, I'll keep the torches. Steak is good. I like to see Shinri with the black trench coat and sunglasses. God. High school me thought that was like the coolest fashion ever. I was like, man, I want to wear black. Wear sunglasses and fingerless gloves and a black cloak and everything. Man, I was like, that's the peak of fashion. Peak fashion right there, John. Let's go. Ooh. The trench coat for the win. I wish you got an official merchant, official artist of Holo outfits. Shinri PI outfit for this preview was so good. Yeah. Getting new outfits is getting new outfits is an ordeal, chat. It is an ordeal. I wish it was as easy as just going out shopping and being like, oh, this looks nice. I'll pick this up and then, you know, trying on new clothes. I wish it were that easy, but alas. It's a bad look that has aged poorly. I think it's incredibly dated. It is very dated. I think the Matrix is a little bit too popular for its own good. So now whenever you see that trench coat sunglasses, anyone only thinks of Matrix cosplay. They don't ever think of like a fashion because it's so iconically Matrix that like there's no way to get away from it, you know? For better or for worse. All right. Let's keep chopping away all this dirt. I don't know what I want my station to look like, Chad. Now that I think about it, like, I'm clearing all this stuff out to have a lot of space, but then I realize, like, the inside, I'm not sure how I want the inside to look. Are you doing the Matrix cosplay? No, Mom, it's not a phase. It turned out later that it indeed was simply just a phase. What happened to building a house? I gave up. I'm not that good at building houses, so I'm gonna build a train station. Maybe you can look at some Japanese stations. I have, but they're all like incredibly underground, and there's no like building. Almost all the Japanese stations are like in the ground, so there's no structure to like copy. It's just like tunnels. It's tunnels on tunnels, and some of the tunnels have escalators and other tunnels you can't walk through, but it's just mostly tunnels. Yeah, the wandering road, of course you don't have a... Right? The whole Minecraft server is your house. In a way, yeah. Look at all that dirt. Ooh, almost full. If he was going to live in a train station, he would have chosen one of the 15 that he built. That's true. I have a whole bunch of stations already. I need to go finish and like flesh them all out. I think that's what we'll do. When we come back, no more projects. No more new projects, chat. We'll focus on finishing all the subway stations. Like, even if the boys aren't going to use it, it'll be for myself, you know? I need to save the dirt too? Of course. Of course we're going to save all the dirt. What if we need it? We don't need the gravel, though. Get rid of the gravel. Alright, let's keep clearing this stuff out. Think of all the dirt huts you can build. Exactly. I could build at least 3 with all this dirt. I think what I need to also work on, chat, is concrete. How do I make concrete? Heck yeah, concrete. Concrete. I think, because I want to start using concrete because you can color concrete, and I want to start using colored concrete for things. So I want to know, like, how do we make a sustainable concrete farm? Wait, sorry about that. Sand and gravel? Oh man, sand is already pretty like stressful to collect. Man, I'll have to keep stealing sand from Armis too. To make a concrete cake with cake blocks. Ooh, that'd be nice. Gravel though, we have some gravel. We don't have that much gravel. There's no way to like make gravel, is there? Gravel's only found naturally. I think. Oh man. Darn it. Gravel is one of those things where like I really don't want gravel. When you do not want it, you find tons of it, but when you need it, it's never there. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. And like half of the gravel is also down below, underground or underwater, so you can't really easily like fly over land to find it. Oh, that's frustrating. The darn desire sensor, yeah. Especially when it falls in your head. Alright, let's keep going. I don't even know what I want the house to be. The struggle is real. Gravel mountains. A gravel mountain would be really cool because you could go climb to the bottom of the mountain and then do the torch trick where you like place a torch underneath a stack of gravel. Oh, look at that. You place a torch at the bottom of the gravel and then they all fall down and then they break. Because then you could get a whole bunch that way. Since it's near Cherry Grove, it'd be cherry wood. We should do some, like, theming for each of the stations. Because I never got around to actually doing that. Alright. Let us fly. Down over here. Ooh. Ooh. Fist bump. It's a lot of emojis. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's put the gravel in this corner. And the flint, we might as well save what we can find, you know? Helps to come up with concepts to build like with themes, maybe reasons for things existing. The reason for me existing here is well, I don't have a reason anymore because my original reason was I want to build these things so that the boys could use it. But after about a year of this, I'm like accepting the fact that the boys will never use it. So now I need to figure out another reason for it. For myself. But then like the thing is, if I build things for myself, like I don't really need anything because I've kind of gotten everything that I wanted already. Like I've got the breeder farm, I've got the blacksmiths, the armorers, the little trading post thing. I guess I could keep working on the trading post thing for myself. I don't know, we'll see. For the pure joy of building. Guy's mind says I don't need help getting stuff. Ah. Why are the guys like dudes? Maybe HOLOSTARS-EN Gen 3 will have more than one boy who's really into Minecraft. Wait, Armis is those guys. Because they've got HQ and then VG and then Armis. I know the distinction there is still a little bit confusing, and that we're all technically supposed to be like all Tempest together, but like outside of the naming convention, they are technically the third gen, aren't they? I don't know if Staffson has ever clarified that. I guess Ruse is your man. Ruse is not my man. Because Ruse is a dude. Ruse is a dude, and guys being dudes are like, I'm not gonna use your things. I'm not gonna accept your help. I'm gonna do things my way, and I'm gonna do them on my own because I'm a dude. You know? Like, why do you think he's not even living with the rest of Armus boys? He's living away from the rest of the Armus boys because he needs to do, like, he needs his own space to do his own thing, you know? So, like, there's that. Oh, come on. I don't want to deal with you right now. No. Ow. Should I really fight him? My bow has, like, no durability right now. Do you mind? Oh. I'm just gonna let him do his own thing, you know. Alright. We need to clear out, continue clearing. We need to continue, oh my god. We're gonna continue clearing out the dirt. He resents technology in Minecraft. It's like, no, not technology. Ow. Okay. Could Ruse be considered the car cat? Car cat? What's car cat? I don't know what that means. Well, he can't kill me. At most, he can just annoy me. So, that's fine. Arcat from Homestuck? I've never seen Homestuck. I've never seen Homestuck. I don't know what that's about, you know? Sorry, I've never read Homestuck. Homestuck is a comic, right? I've never read it before, so I don't know what that is. Do not ask Bruce about it. I've been told just like generally like not to ask Homestuck people about Homestuck because they'll go on like year-long rants about it. It's a story of someone stuck in their home. Oh no, did they ever get out? Did they ever manage to escape? More or less? No. I don't know if I have the patience or time for that, to be honest. Like, maybe if I was, like, interested, but no, not right now. In my mind, like, I don't have time to get into another hobby. Well, yes, but technically no. It's that kind of stuff. It's a whole lot of lore. I mean, the lore has to, like, the premise has to interest me first for me to get interested in lore. Like, just the fact that there is a lot of lore isn't enough. Like, the premise itself has to be, like, interesting already, you know? Because if the premise isn't interesting, then, like, Oh, stop that. You can watch a TLDR of it. Is there a TLDR of it? Lore is overwhelming, but in the big picture, kind of digestible. But is it, like, meaningful? Is it, like... Is there things that we can learn from it? Or is it just lore for the sake of lore, you know? Bruce made a TLDR then. I feel like you would like the game Sky Children of Light. Have you played it before? I have not. What do you consider favorite themes in the series? Sacrifice. Angst. Lots of angst. Doomed lovers. I wonder if there's like a reason why, like, maybe it's like another coping mechanism that I have. Like, the reason why I liked doomed lover tropes so much is because I will never find love myself. And therefore, I take solace in reading stories where people who try to find love are unfortunately prevented from finding love due to, like, Deus Ex Machina, or like outside circumstances beyond their control, so that I feel less sad about my own circumstance. I'm not even sure if that's valid or not, but like I'm just like spewing like armchair therapy stuff. Who knows? All right, let's go. Where's that guy? I don't know where he went. Never mind. Definitely not a coping mechanism. That's just your kink. Oi. What even is a kink? You know? Then like a preference. I'm not sure, chat. I don't even know where I was going with that one. My brain's not working today. I don't really know, let's be honest. Does anyone really know? I don't think anyone really knows. It's when you bend the hose so the water can't get out. Exactly, there you go. There's a kink in the hose. Shinri lying down on the sofa, trauma dumping to chat. Have I trauma dumped? I think I have trauma dumped, but like a majority of my... Oh, come on. I thought we got rid of you. Majority of the trauma dumping came like earlier. Very early on. Not recently. I don't think I trauma dumped recently. When was the last time I trauma dumped, chat? I don't remember. Calling things kink outside of an actual kink is a mistake. See, I don't know enough about what people are into. Like, apparently there's a kink for people just counting down from like 10. So like you go like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And apparently that is a kink on its own. And I'm like, okay, sure. I don't understand it. So like, I don't know what is and isn't a kink, you know? Really interesting. Yeah, apparently it is. And like, it's like, it doesn't make sense to me, but you know, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. That's how you say it, right? Wait, where's all my dirt? Anticipation of what? I saw a really cool video about counting where I think it was like a... I don't know if they were like a famous rapper or not, but it was just a guy who had like a beat and he was counting up to 100. But it was like really cool because all he was doing, he was just counting like 1, 2, 3, 4. It was just counting up to 100, but like he had this like flow that went along with the beat. That was kind of cool. So he's just counting up to 100. I don't know, like count the counting song or something like that. It's like just he's just counting. It was like, uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It's like 100. Like the ABC song? Yeah, like the ABC song. And that was kind of cool. I was like, whoa. You can like add really cool like flow and rhythm to simply just counting. Fascinating. Yeah. Vampire puppet? Ooh. A vampire puppet. Sorry, whenever I think of a vampire puppet, my brain immediately goes, or like any kind of thing that relates to a vampire, my brain goes straight to Dracula flow and the absolutely wild things that they say. Like, I don't know what he's saying, but he's saying a thing, and it's like I love it, you know. Like, I got that dog in me. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath or whatever, you know. And I'm like, what is this man saying? Like, what are these words? Like, I understand that they're words, but I don't understand the order they're showing up in. Like, what is this? You know? Yeah, it's called Dracula flow, and like the guy just like mutters on and rambles about just wild stuff. And the thing that keeps sticking out to me, like it reminds me, like I think about is, I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath, and I was like, what? What? I'm biting the way? Huh? Because it's just so out of left field for me, you know? What does that mean? I don't know. The entire thing is absolutely a trip. I don't know how to describe it. You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Are you a monster? Do I have to kill him, chat? Do I have to kill him? Do I have to kill him? I don't know if I want to kill. Come on. Okay, fine. I'll kill him. Okay, well, now I can at least sleep. Wait. There we go. Scoot up a little bit higher for science. Science? Okay. I'll do things for science. There we go. All right. Let's get some sleep. Ah. All right. Ooh. Creeper. Wait. Yeah. Still got it. Are there any other mobs that spawned here? Oh, another creeper. Oh no, it died before I was able to hit it. Darn it. Okay. I want to be able to hit the Enderman, but I know they teleport before you, like, before the arrow hits them. No, that was so close. Did it disappear? What the heck? Oh, never mind. I got it. Yeah. Why can't the Enderman just stay still? Right? Let me kill you. Is that too much to ask? Oh, there's some gravel down there. I have to go pick that up later. All right, let's see. I'm realizing we don't need as many shovels. We probably need more pickaxes to clear out all of the stone here. Wait, is this a silk touch? It's not a silk touch. Okay, that's good. At least this way we'll get like regular cobblestone. Yeah. All right. Let's go chop down some of these stone blocks. Ooh. It's a little slower than the dirt, but still pretty a brisk pace, I guess we would say. He's doing what I'm doing, except with better tools. Enderman is Goku. Instant, ultra instinct, right? Like not even paying attention, he dodges it. Using a beacon would help. How do you get, where do you get a beacon? I'm not sure where you get a beacon. Do I have to keep going back and forth and enter the area of effect of a beacon? Why are we destroying the hill? Because I'm going to turn this into a giant train station. Yeah. Nice little popping sounds. You gotta slay the wither? How do you do that? I've not actually killed any of the big bosses in this game, you know? Like, I've not killed the Ender Dragon. I've not killed... What was it? The Warden, I think? We were trying to do a stream about going to kill the Warden, but then everyone was like, no, it's too dangerous. It's going to be difficult, so we didn't do that one. Right, let's keep going. I wonder collectively... Chad, have you ever thought about this? Like, how much time, how much man hours have people spent playing video games? I'm just curious. Like, not to like give it any value judgment as like a good thing or a bad thing, but just like, how much time do you think people have spent playing video games? You know? A lot. Billions, right? I'd rather not think about it. At least 7. Because like the thing I was thinking about, I was thinking about YouTube for a little bit, and I know I brought up the conversation a little while back, but like the idea that there are people. Okay, chat. Did you guys know there is, what was it, like 700 hours worth of video like video footage, 700 hours worth of video footage uploaded every minute to YouTube. You know? And like, think about it. If you have like 10 people and they upload a 10-minute video, that's 100 minutes of video getting uploaded in that 1 second, you know? So like, there's like 700 hours of footage being uploaded to YouTube every minute. You know, and it comes and goes, right? But like, it's at the point where it is now impossible to watch every single video on YouTube in the span of a human life. You know, all of them are Dracula Flow remixes. But no, I'm just thinking, like, statistically, there is only a certain number of movies you can watch. There's only a certain number of books you can read, right, in a lifetime. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, how many of those would you, like, actually get to, you know? Man. It just makes me think, because, like, I've seen, like, I don't know why, but, like, I've recently been, like, on a bit of a, like, existentialism binge. I don't even know if it's existentialism right now, but it's more like just, like, a realization of, like, mortality, you know? So, like, the thing is just, you know, you only have so many hours in a day, in a month, in a year, in your life. And, like, okay, full disclosure, chat. Full disclosure. The reason why I went on this train of thought is because I was browsing Reddit and I saw someone just spew, like, really violent and hateful stuff. So I was curious. I'm like, hey, let's see what kind of a person this is. Like, I want to see what kind of subreddits you frequent, the comments that you leave, and everything, right? So I clicked on their profile. Never do that, by the way. Never look at other people's profiles on Reddit. Like, Reddit on its own is bad enough, but, like, don't go down that rabbit hole, right? So I went down the rabbit hole. And this individual has been spewing just hateful stuff for years. I mean, years, chat. Years. And I'm thinking to myself, like, at the end of your journey, will you look back at this and be okay with the time you spent? Like, I just did a quick scroll down their thing, right? And it goes down like 2024, 2023, 22, 21, and it's all just very hateful comments, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, like, when you're on your bed at the end of the night and you're just sitting there, like, are you happy with that time spent? Like, shouldn't you do things that make you happier instead? But, like, I don't know, like, I guess some people just kind of get caught up in that whole hateful spiral because it makes them feel good to drag others down momentarily. But, you know, that's like a destructive kind of approach, you know? It's not constructive. Like, it doesn't build your life any better to make others worse. And it just makes me think, like, I should focus on my own, you know, happiness, the things that make me happy, the things that bring me joy, as opposed to, like, just saying hateful things online just to, you know, make myself feel temporarily happy by bringing others down. Because, you know, when you're like 80 years old, when you're like 90 years old, and you're just sitting there in your bed, just kind of like chilling, right? You want those memories that you think about to be good memories, you know? Things that have been productive, that make you happy. I wonder if they have a nasty expression on them when they type that stuff, or a chill one, like they're just used to it. I don't know. I would hope they don't have a nasty expression. I would hope not. Like, if it is that emotional of an experience for them, that they would, like, be like, angry, right? They have no life. It's easy to say that. It's easy to say that they have no life, right? But my question is, like, you guys know me. What if they did? You know? What if they did have a life? What if they were happy once and something happened? Right? Like, what made them that way? You know, at one point they did. Taco, thank you for the super. So many videos, so many channels and streamers that we choose and watch to support you. You're doing the best. Have a good break too. Thank you. No, I really appreciate the fact that you guys would give me a couple of your hours just to watch some old goober playing Minecraft. Happy? I was happy once. Or they just had one bad day and proceeded to throw laughing gas at people. Yeah. If they did, we are their therapist. True. It is not our problem. It is not our responsibility to make someone feel better. That's something that they have to work on their own. Also, we're not getting paid for it, right? So like, you know, I'm not that cheap. I would say if you want me to be your therapist, you gotta pay me $5,000 per hour. Yeah. Haha. But no, just like thinking, just maybe it's because I'm getting crotchety. I know I'm not gonna say I'm old, right? But like after having gone through many experiences, it still comes back to like it's better overall to make good memories and be happy than it is to constantly be fuming and be angry, you know? Also, the internet and the ability to be anonymous can enable the worst in people 100%. 100%. But like, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. In my experience, like, genuinely bad people are very few and far in between. Very few and far in between. Like, genuinely bad, terrible people. Okay? Most people are like within that gray area of like, they're nice, but sometimes they're angry and sometimes they're nice and they like flip back and forth, right? I kind of see like, if like, let's say that like true anonymity, right? Because technically you can't be truly anonymous, you know, online because, you know, technology, we know what IP addresses you're coming in from. And if you purchase a VPN, they can still track you down because they know whose credit card you used to buy that VPN service and pay for that subscription or whatever, like stuff like that, right? So like, there's no such thing as true anonymity, right? I think the people who use that are saying it as in like the intrusive thoughts, you know, they're letting go and they're just letting the intrusive thoughts win. Parm, thank you for the Zupa. Just so I have the office, gotta attend a meeting soon and not be able to watch the stream, but I hope you enjoy your break. Shinri, take care. Parm, thank you. Thank you so much. Give up the Zupa. Hope you have a good meeting. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd ever expect in your lettuce is someone's foot fungus, but that might be exactly what you get. You know, but I'm saying like, intrusive thoughts, you know, some people use that to vent frustrations, to vent some anger. And it wouldn't be things like you'd ever tell someone to their face, right? But it's just like a little event of frustration, right? And I can understand that. Not for me, but like the way I started quoting it with you. So, I don't know. Oh my god, there's so many mobs here. Whoa. Put all that way. Fly. Gonna head to bed early night. Thank you for stopping by, Shy Pilot. Hope you have a wonderful night. Get some good eats. Also, have a social media made things worse because algorithmically push content from the worst to ramp up engagement. Yeah, that I absolutely dislike. I 100% dislike the whole everything algorithm based stuff. Like, ugh, I hate it. I hate it so much. I wish you could get rid of all that. I don't know. Chat, do you guys remember Vale? Thank you for the 17 months. Have a good break. Always dig your discussion topics. Thank you. Chat, do you guys remember when the internet felt huge, when the internet felt really like the Wild West. Nowadays, though, I don't get that feeling. I hate the internet as it is now because it is so restrictive. It's the same, like, 5 websites. It's the same 5 websites over and over again. You know? Like, what was it? Back in 2010, 2012, like, around then, right? Like, all the shit posts came from, like, 4chan. And then it went to, from there, it went to Dig. And then from Dig, it went to Reddit. And then it went to, like, Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, right? Now it's like TikTok. TikTok is where you get like the quote freshest shit posts and memes, right? And then what happens? The TikToks get taken, it gets stolen from TikTok, and then it goes to Instagram Reels. And then from Instagram Reels, it goes to YouTube Shorts. And it's just this big circle of incestuous content that is just traded back and forth between the same 5 websites. And I'm so sick and tired of it because it's the same thing, right? You see things like, oh, I've already seen this on Reddit before. Oh, I've already seen this on Twitter before, right? Because it even has the watermarks from the same websites. And it's just a constant circle of like every user like not being creative, okay? They're just taking content from other website and then reposting it and sharing it to different websites. That's all it is. And I hate it so much. I hate it. Because it's just this big circle jerk of the same type of content, you know? Oh my God. It doesn't feel like the internet is like living anymore. It doesn't feel like, yeah, can I copy your homework coded, right? Never really thought about that. Here's the thing though, like if you stick to one person, if you stick to one platform, one service, right? Like I used to be strictly just a Redditor back in 2009, 2010. I used to only be on Reddit, right? I used to be one of those type of people who were like, oh, Reddit's the best. Twitter sucks. If you're on Twitter, then you're a loser or whatever, right? And then after a while, I noticed how recycled everything is. Like, I saw the same users reposting the same top, like, Reddit posts. I saw commenters rushing to just copy and parrot the same high-scoring, like, comment replies to get the most amount of upvotes. And I saw just how fabricated the world is on Reddit, right? Because like every single person was just like, oh, you know, I'm going to take the top post from 6 months ago and then repost that, right? And I was like, nah, this isn't it, right? So I started going and branching out to other websites. And it's like, I lived on different websites, but it got to the point where like I was a digital rodent. Like I was a rodent on the internet. Like I didn't feel like I belonged to any one particular website, but I would just go and like visit different websites and look at different things, right? And that's when I noticed it. It's just people take stuff from some website and then repost it to another. And they're all just farming engagement. They're all farming upvotes. They're all farming likes and retweets and stuff. It's just, I hate it. I hate the algorithm because there's no, like, there never seems to be any kind of organic content anymore. It's just people constantly vying for who gets the most amount of likes and who gets the most amount of, you know, replies and comments on the stuff, right? Yeah, I want my post to blow up. Why? Because it gives me big numbers and it makes me happy. Like, I get the feel-good chemicals when I see the likes climbing up, right? And I hate it because as someone who now, like, I travel through maybe, I travel through Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, yeah, 6 sites. 6 sites. I go through 6 sites, and I kid you not, like a good one third of the content that you see there is just incestuously reposted. It's a thing that started on Reddit, like a tweet, like that got sent to Tumblr, and then it was screen capped from Tumblr to Twitter, and then someone included like the comments and replies, and you know that one meme, Revolver Ocelot? where it's like Revolver Ocelot, and then there's like a caption Revolver Ocelot, and then it's like a screen cap with the text underneath that says Revolver Ocelot, right? And it just keeps adding more and more Revolver Ocelots, right? It's like that. It's one piece of content that's been constantly spammed over and over again. And the only thing people add onto it are just meaningless memes, you know? Yeah, it's revolving ocelots at this point. But man, I'm just so tired of the internet as it is now, you know? Also YouTube, Twitter, maybe Insta. I can't even do those anymore. Like I try to browse on Instagram and I just get overwhelmed after a couple of minutes. The internet used to be this giant amorphous thing that spread out as far as you're willing to take it up until corporations realize they can monetize it. Yeah. Crunchy, low quality beans. What would you do to change that? I don't think anyone can. That's the thing. It's gotten to the point where the algorithm and these websites have become so huge, I don't think it's possible to change. You know? Like, do you guys remember when Facebook was like introducing, Facebook was introducing like some new policies and how like you had to give your real name and everything? So like people who wanted to use aliases or usernames didn't want that. They're like, oh, we're gonna leave Facebook because, you know, you're not gonna force me to give you my government ID to make an account and all that, right? And then like 6 months later, everyone just went right back to Facebook because there was no competition. There was no other platform out there that came anywhere close to Facebook, and no one had anywhere to go. You know, there was no place you could go to because nothing came even remotely close to what Facebook offered at the time. And like, gosh, how many social media websites do you think have come up and gone because the ones that existed already, like Twitter, just are too big of a monolith? They cannot be moved, you know? I remember when Blue Sky, like after a certain individual took over Twitter, everyone was like, oh, I'm going to switch over to Blue Sky. And then like a small subset of people have gone there, but for the most part, like it's still Twitter, you know? Blue Sky missed its moment hard, right? The same way that Google Plus missed its moment hard. Google Plus had the perfect opportunity after everyone wanted to leave Facebook and join it, but then they completely dropped the ball on that one. Oh my god. They completely dropped the ball. I was so mad. But then what ended up happening was I just stopped using Facebook and Google. Like, I didn't want to deal with any of that, you know? Google Plus fumbled, yeah. They fumbled in the same way that Skype fumbled. Like, how does Skype lose to Zoom? Like, come on. You have a historic event that takes place where your product is perfectly designed to take advantage of it, right? You're like, I can offer you a service that will make your life better. And then they fumbled so hard. Oh my god. And now no one even knows about Skype. They're like, oh, it's the thing that like businesses sometimes use. And everyone goes on Zoom now, you know? And then of course there's the poor unfortunate souls who work in a company that uses Microsoft Teams. I'm so sorry for you guys. Man, imagine using Microsoft Teams. Skype is only used in business. Yeah. We suffered. Oh, I'm so sorry. Man. How do you fumble that, you know? How do you fumble that? There's so many sites that started and crashed terribly. Whenever new one is available, we all want to know if it'll be the old DeviantArt, right? That's the thing, though. Like, it's hard to explain. But I think at this point in the internet, it's like so so incredibly infeasible for a new service to take over, because other services that already exist have so much power, you know? Like there is something to be said about like the first mover's advantage. Like YouTube wasn't the first video sharing website, you know? It was just the first video sharing website to supply a demand that people wanted filled. And now there's really no competition for YouTube, you know? Amazon made their Zoom for Business call, and they're like, use Google Hangouts like the rest of us. DeviantArt used to be so good. I miss those days. I miss those days. Big part of what keeps a particular platform dominant is the build up around it. People don't want to try migrating without their friends or favorite content creators. Exactly. Exactly. But like, hang on, sorry. As much as I like the rain, I want to go to sleep so that I go to sleep so that it doesn't like. Here we go. What was I say? Oh, that's right. At this point, though, I'm not sure if it's feasible to ever create a service that comes close to what exists now. Like Microsoft chat. Like the Costco of video games right now. Microsoft could not make it work, you know? They literally went out and they paid millions of dollars to massive content creators to be like, okay, we will pay you money to exclusively stream on our service. And even that did not work, you know? So I don't know if there is ever going to be a competitor to Twitch. I don't know if there's ever going to be a competitor to YouTube. In a degree, not a degree, like in the capacity is probably the better word, that can generally be like sustainable, you know? Like so many video websites, so many streaming websites have come and gone with the premise of saying, we are not like other video streaming websites. We're going to pay our creators, you know, a sustainable amount of money. They're going to get a higher cut of like the subscriptions and this and that, whatever, right? And then they all end up closing down because it's just not sustainable. They can't pay to run the servers for the people that they, you know, want to service, you know? Because like the bare minimum barrier to entry to getting into that kind of service is already so astronomically high, you know? Like if you wanted to start a video sharing website that is supposed to compete with YouTube, do you know what the task is? The task is to make YouTube and then better. You can't start from scratch anymore, not in this day and age. You have to make a service that is equivalent to YouTube and then some more on top of it. You know? Like that's what you need. And that's impossible at this point. Like you are facing against such huge odds against a company that has spent over a decade even, investing into this service. Like there's no way anyone who wants to make a startup can even come and like challenge that, you know? And like the thing is, for hobbyist users, enjoyers, it's fine. It's fine. Like the way that I like to like compare this is like VTuber models. I see a lot of VTuber models coming out, and every single time a new one comes out, they have more toggles, they have more doodads, they have more like really cool, like first there was like VTubers like, was it 45-degree angle, right? And then there was like 90-degree angle turns. And then you needed to have VTuber hand tracking and hand assets for everything. And now there's like the leaning meta where like you need yourself to be able to like lean into the camera and lean back away from the camera. And like every single time these comes out, these things are treated as a new baseline. And that's the problem. It's seen as a new baseline. They're not seen as like fancy additions and like extras. They're treated as the baseline for where things need to start, you know? And that is the issue. Because people see that and think, oh, I also need to have that, but that costs so much more money. You know, because it's an extra, you don't need to have it, right? But like everyone sees that and they think to themselves, oh, I need to have that because everyone else is getting that, so I need to stand out too and like get that thing too, right? And it just raises the barrier of entry. But like for YouTube, you know, imagine if you came out with the video or if you came out with the service and you're like, hey, we're making a YouTube competitor. It's free for anyone to use. You don't need to sign up with an account or like have a Google, whatever, this, that. You just, you know, upload your videos, right? Imagine how many people, like even if like 1.5%, right? 0.5% of the users on YouTube switched over to that new service, right? Mind you, we're uploading like 700 hours of footage every minute, right? That's the like service that people will expect. Like, oh, you want to be a YouTube competitor? You need to also be able to handle 700 hours worth of footage every minute uploaded to your servers, right? Who has that capacity nowadays? Not a small startup that wants to make a competitor, you know? But, you know, that's the baseline. You got to be able to do that at the very least if you want to compete, you know? And like anyone that wants to compete with, say, like Twitch, you know, they got to be like, all right, well, Twitch has all these like algorithms set in place for like recommended things and all these payment things, bits and cheers and gifted subs and donos and everything. Like, you got to have infrastructure ready to handle all of that, because if you can't even offer the bare minimum of what Twitch already has, then why would anyone switch, right? So like that barrier to entry just keeps getting crazier and crazier. So I don't know if there will ever be like a Facebook replacement. I don't know if there will ever be a Reddit replacement or like a Twitter replacement, you know? This is kind of depressing, OMG. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. I mean, it's got to take some like serious bad decision making to make things change. Like, chat, think about it. When was the last time you heard of a major website that just died? The last one I could think about is probably Dig. Maybe BuzzFeed. But BuzzFeed died because of like mismanagement for like business purposes, not because of the website like faced a rival, you know? Tumblr? I mean, Tumblr's still around, but like, no, Tumblr did really mess up. Tumblr did mess up. Tumblr and their porn ban, right? Tumblr's still kicking. I think it's still kicking, yeah. But like, the thing is, I don't think there has been a replacement for Tumblr yet. Tumblr isn't dead. Yeah, I don't think anything can replace Tumblr at this point, though. It almost died, but it's like still struggling. It's like barely alive. Yahoo kind of died outside of JP. That's true. I can't think of anything else though. Counterpoint, TikTok started for nothing very recently. TikTok is the exception. TikTok is not the rule. TikTok is a very for TikTok, there are probably like hundreds of other video sharing apps that wanted to recreate Vines and did not do well. You know? It did not, like, so many apps came and went and they just did not do well. TikTok is like absolutely an exception. TikTok is cringe though? I don't think it's cringe. TikTok, like, the best thing about TikTok is their incredible algorithm. Their algorithm is actually scarily accurate. It is pretty good to the point where like you can browse TikTok for about an hour or so, and then it will clock exactly what your interests are and give you more of that. It's like personalized ads on steroids is like the best way I could describe it. I used TikTok. It gave me like really generic like TikTok dances and like really goofy memes, like mainstream normie memes. And then after like an hour, it put me on Frog Talk, and it gave me a whole bunch of TikToks about frogs and cooking and like sleeping pandas and stuff. So like, yeah. TikTok UI is so confusing. It is actually much simpler than you would think. You scroll up with your thumb, and that's it. That's what I do. If you like it, hit the heart button. If not, then don't, just scroll past. Because TikTok uses your view time on things to like measure stuff. So like, if you're scrolling through and you don't like something, you're scrolling past it really quickly, but like you see something, you're like, oh, it's a frog, and you stick around to watch it, it'll measure how long you watch that, and then base the algorithm off of that, you know? The other buttons are scary. Never look at TikTok comments. Actually, just generally don't look at comments on any website. I think that's a pretty good rule of thumb. Just say no to comments. Hazardous Megs. Thank you for the Akasupa. Oh my goodness. Have to head out, but I hope you enjoy your break and get some rest. I'm limited on characters here. However, I appreciate you, your streams, and the community you've fostered. Koi's, y'all are amazing, and I'm glad y'all are here. Aww. Thank you so much for the Akasupa. I know, chat. You guys are the Kois are the ones that built the community. The Koi community. I'm just some goofball. Thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thank you. I can't tell if a comment is being satire or not. Me neither. And honestly, at this point, it's much more peaceful for my own sanity that I just treat every single comment that I see as not serious and joking, because I see some comments and I'm like, I really hope you don't think that way, because wow, that's a very bad way to think, you know, like that's a very self-harming way to think. You know, the whole thing about like hatred, how like if you're mad at someone or like holding grudges, it's like holding onto coals that burn your hand and only your hand, right? It's like that. Some of the stuff I see, it's like, ooh, who hurt you, man? Everything is a joke unless stated otherwise. Yeah. It is easier for my sanity to just be like, ah ha ha ha. What a joke. That was indeed a silly comment, you know? You are saying the shenanigans. I know you are not being serious. And if you are, don't tell me, because I will continue to believe that you are joking around. Haha. Sometimes they're not jokes, so I report them. Yeah, just... I don't think those reports actually do anything, though. I've seen some, like, nasty stuff. I've seen some nasty comments, and I report them, and then nothing ever happens to them. They just kind of sit there for a little bit, and then people forget about them over time. But then again, like, there's just so much online that I don't think it's possible for any, like, any company to really go and, like, properly moderate everything like that. Hello. Oops. Rage rate comments, though. Thanks, Susan. Isn't it not Susan anymore? Isn't it Neil? I think Neil took over. I find it funny how like we never refer to like the CEO of YouTube by their like title or anything. We just call them by their first names. Like, ah, darn it, Susan, or like, ah, darn it, Neil. Just an arrow in my abs. Doesn't it take a lot of reports for them to work? Sometimes. Not always, though. Like, you can animate or automate, like, report spam, report bots, and things like that, but that doesn't guarantee that it works. Yeah. Oh. Wait, I don't have to shoot you. You're just gonna die. Hey, hey. If a site can't moderate the comments, it's probably better not to have them. Oh, see, that's a fun thing. Chat, do you guys know how quickly things spread on the internet? Think about, like, that's another thing. Like, when it comes to content moderation, like, that's an actual issue. Like, that's a legal issue too. If there's a website, right? If there's a website that comes out and says like, hey, I want to, I don't know, we're gonna make a Twitter, but it's gonna be our Twitter with blackjack and hookers, right? It's only us, and we're the only ones that can use it, right? I remember there was like a website for that, like VTubers. Like it was only a Twitter for only VTubers, and I have like serious reservations against that kind of stuff because they, like, while their heart's in the right place, like, you guys don't have, like, a small team of like a dozen people is not enough to handle content moderation, right? Like, let alone the whole task of operating the website and maintaining it and making sure that you can add new features to it without all the old features dying or crashing or causing bugs, right? Just the sheer amount of people you need to moderate the content is such a challenge, because you can have like 10 people. They're all like programmers and coders and whatever and developers, right? They're all working, right? All it takes is one person to just be an absolute jerk to cause you moderation issues, you know? Like someone can set up a bot network to spam terrible images of like gore and, you know, like, or like not safe for work content and just spam the website, right? And what do? You gotta handle that, because you can't, you know, if your website is, let's say, like, for supposed to be for children, like, you can't have that content on there. You have to get rid of it. But how do you do that when people have so many tools, you know, to make that kind of harassment easy? Just gotta gatekeep harder. That doesn't work though. Social engineering is the #1 way that most people lose their passwords and get their accounts hacked. The idea that someone, like, there's a hacker out there, you know, oh, I'm a hacker man, and he's wearing like a dark hoodie, wearing sunglasses and like fingerless gloves, typing away on his keyboard, staring at the window for the feds, and that, like, that doesn't exist, you know? I mean, like, maybe back in the 90s in some of the movies where it's like, oh, I can hack into the mainframe, I'm in, right? Like, maybe like in the movies, right? But like the #1 way most people lose access to their accounts is because they reuse their passwords, you know? Like, it's because of social engineering. Like, it's because they like carelessly have like the default password on, right? Like, what's your router's password, chat? Is it 0000? Is it still that after you got it from the box? You know, like, you're supposed to change that, you know? But how many people actually do, right? Or let me call out another group of people. How many of you guys keep the default password and then just add the number 2 at the end of it, right? I know like at least 20 people just got called out for that. Juju, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Welcome back. Okwedi. Thank you for re-upping the membership. Welcome back. My new headcanon says Shinri has a hacker man alter ego. I don't anymore. My password is Hunter too. But I can say it out loud because whenever I say it, it gets translated to asterisks. So you guys can't tell what it really is. Always change your password, make them pointlessly long like I do. Wasn't there like an XKCD comic about that? Like, I think that's a valid thing, but I don't know enough about cryptology? I forget. What's the science about passwords? I forget. I don't know enough about it to know if it's like actually legitimate. How many people fall for the click here to change your password emails that actually aren't from the service they're from? Oh my god. I had to, do you guys know how much I have to work to make sure that Mama Suiji and Papa Suiji don't fall for scams? So much work. Oh my god. I'm like, Mom, Dad, if you get a text that says, oh, I'm sorry, we couldn't deliver your package today, and you are not delivering, you're not expecting a package, please do not put your personal information into that text message. Amazon like delivery does not respond, like does not ask for you to update with your credit card number through a text. That's not how it works. Oh my god. Oh my god. Every single day there's always like, oh, is this real? No, it's not. It's not real. I can't even tell them to like learn because they're old enough that they don't want to learn. Like, you know how like for us, our age, we see a text message and we're like, nah, that's a scam. Like, it's got like the red flags, the hallmarks of like, this is obviously a scam text, right? Like, we can see that and we're like, nah, rule of thumb, our warning signals are going off right now, right? I swear to God, parents don't have any of that. They have none of that, you know? And it's always funny because in my mind, like my parents are the ones that are like, all right, Shinri, when you're going on websites, when you go onto like the internet, right? You gotta remember they're all strangers there. So you gotta be careful. You got like, don't fall for them. Don't give them your real address. Don't give them your name. And, you know, don't tell them exactly how old you are. When they say ASL, you respond to them with gibberish. And I'm like, all right, cool. Thanks, mom. Thanks, dad. You know? And then now they're like, oh, what's your, like, could you give us your credit card number? Like the text is literally just give us your credit card number. And then my mom and dad would be like, okay, we'll give you the number. And it's like, what happened? What happened there, mom and dad? What happened, you know? Parents would fall for the organic health supplements. My parents fell for the acai berry trend back then, a couple of years ago, like 2007, 2006, where everyone's like, oh, we found this mysterious magical berry from Asia. It's like, which country? It doesn't matter. Just, it's an Asian berry. Okay, well, which specific country is that acai berry from? It's like, no, it's an Asian. It's a mystical berry that's magical. It's called fat loss and purifies you of toxins and all that. It's like, really? Really? Seriously? Seriously? But no, I hate that. I hate that so much. As a Xenocunian, every single time I see, like, God, I'm still pissed off about that one lady who's like, I have perfected rice porridge. I have brought you, fellow Americans, congee. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? What did you say? It's like, oh, I have taken this like gross, disgusting thing and I've perfected it. I've made it palatable for your taste buds. I've made it like, oh, so much more nutritious. It's so healthy. Like, what? Excuse me? Excuse me? Could you run that by us again? As you mentioned that acai, my twin walked through with the bowl of it. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even know where that, like, how did we end up on this topic, chat? I'm still pissed off about that. I'm still pissed off about it. When scans have a bad story, like, I went on this all expenses paid cruise to this one country in Asia, and that's when I discovered the miracles of kanji. It's like, it's just rice and water and some veggies. Like, no, what are you talking about, you know? God, and chat, do you guys remember? I don't know, like, how many people here are, you know, fellow Xenocunian or Xenocunian adjacent, like, descent? Do you guys remember, like, a couple of months ago, when everyone's like, oh, this college student ate fried rice and then he died? And then everyone was like, oh my god, you can't leave fried rice out on the countertop or else you're going to die. And I'm like, as a Xenocunian, I've been doing that my entire life. Like, what are you talking about? How unhygienic and how gross is your kitchen that mold can grow instantly on it after the first night, you know? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And they're like, Shinri, you're actually not supposed to have your, like, fried rice on the countertop like that. If you're not gonna eat it, you're supposed to immediately refrigerate it. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? You're the one who can't even handle spice. What are you to tell me about fried rice? Like, how gross is your kitchen? You know? Like, damn. I find this fruit in the deepest part of Asia and it's just dried mango. Like, no joke. Yeah, it's just straight up a dried mango. God. I'm not taking this from someone who thinks pepper is spicy, right? Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. I like dried mango. I like dried mango too. Do you know what dried mango's great with? Tahini. Add that to tahini. Or add tahini to dried mango. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. Spicy dried mango. with lime. Ooh, amazing. The audacity of them having big kitchens too. And for what? Why do you have... Okay. I am guilty of this. One day, I wish... I know it's not going to happen, right? But like, I wish to be wealthy enough to have a big kitchen. Big enough for an island. That's all I want. I want a kitchen that's big enough to have an island. Because I think that would be amazing. I would love to have an island, right? I know it's never going to happen. But like, if I could ever get a dream house. The dream house would have an island kitchen. Or an island in the kitchen, right? But every single time I see... I see these people, right? And they have really big kitchens. And they have like an island and everything, right? And I see them do something like, today, we're gonna make nachos. And then they get a whole bag of tortilla chips. And then they dump it onto the island. And then they dump a can of nacho cheese. And then they sprinkle in Doritos. And then they get like these ice cream scoops and they like mix it together. And it's like, what are you doing? Excuse me? Sir? Ma'am? What is this? What are you doing with that? Ooh, man. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, I used to get so like frustrated at these, but now I realize it is outrage porn. It is fetish porn. There are people out there who make it their lives to do nothing but be completely wasteful because they are well enough off to afford to be wasteful. And they film these videos so that they can farm rage comments about people saying like, wow, you're wasting a lot of food, right? And then they get off on that. Like, no joke. It is like rage porn. Because they can. Yeah, it's just that, you know? They have nothing else going on in their lives. So they're like, you know what? I want to make some people mad. And they are completely wasteful with food. And then they post it online because they want to see comments of people telling them how wasteful they are. You know? It was funny the first one or two how to basic vids and then it became awful. Yeah, I don't like how to basic. It's the same thing. Like, it's all just engagement bait. It's all just like trying to farm comments, whether positive or negative. Man. Reminds me of a certain streamer. There's a lot of those. And like, I don't know if it's like a human thing. It's gotta be a human thing, right? Because there are so many people out there who resort to just being jerks to try to get famous. Like, is it the drive to become famous, or is it because they just are jerks and they're like, I can monetize my like jerkiness? You know, like which way, like what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Like, that's my question. Being mean gets you money, yeah. Like sometimes it's both. Man, probably both. They can go either way. I can never tell. I know exactly what we're talking about, and they don't invoke their name. I don't even know, because like I don't know one specifically because there's so many of them, you know? Okay, hostile creatures is off. Okay, this one, put that in there. I don't have any more swords. Wooden sword again. We'll do that. We'll just keep using wooden swords. Yeah. Man. There we go. Wooden sword. Yeah. Don't commit their names to memory for a reason. Yeah, me neither. I am... Wait, hold up. I do have a sword already. What am I doing? Okay. Ooh. That repaired our pickaxe like halfway through. Twitter's monetizing rage farming, get more engagement from rage bait. There was a study done about that. There was a group of researchers who went out and they were like, okay, which tweets get pushed in the algorithm more often, you know? So thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Upgrady. There was a research study, and then they found out that the more it's not a tweet that involves all caps lock is more likely to be suppressed. However, if you have a tweet that has caps lock letters that are capitalizing evocative words that pull emotions that are like, wow, this is so disgusting, right? And the word disgusting is in all caps, right? Or like, wow, I am furious, right? And furious is in all caps, right? Turns out those kinds of tweets are likely to be pushed in the algorithm more often because they generate more replies, more engagement. People who agree with the poster's comment will like it and they'll share and they'll retweet it. People who disagree with it will see the evocative words and then say, no, you're wrong. I'll tell you how it really is. And then they reply in comments, right? Yeah, this is disgusting. It's evil, vile, right? Things like that. And like, that's what gets the most amount of engagement. That's what gets pushed in the algorithm, right? And I don't know if like it can be controlled at this point, if that makes sense. Because like YouTube algorithm, right? YouTube's algorithm is so complicated that not even YouTube like developers can really tell you how it works. Like, I think that these algorithms at some point have gotten so like outrageously wild and out there that no one individual employee actually knows, you know? I don't think they know how to like handle it or how to like change it, you know? Yeah, man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. But yeah, the internet does not have, I mean, well, individuals on the internet have the capacity for nuance. The internet as an amorphous entity does not have the capacity for nuance. And I think that's one of the worst things, because like there's so many interesting discussions that can take place. There's so many interesting conversations that you can have if you just took the time to understand the nuance, you know? Oh, fill the dispenser up. The dispenser will never be full because it's just pooping out the thing. I'm sorry. It's just spewing out the excess ender pearls that we don't need. That's why it won't. But yeah, like Twitter as a monolith will never have nuance, you know? YouTube comments as a general thing will never have nuance, you know? Like individual people, fantastic. Like individual people are great, right? People, as in the collective, a group, not so great. Twitter is where nuance goes to die? Nah, the internet is where nuance goes to die. I've seen people lose the point, lose the message on every website. Like, chat, like, okay, Twitter has such few characters that people overly simplify things, and then people who see those see those tweets end up making assumptions about the entire subject based off of their misinterpretation of an overly simplified 240 character tweet, right? Like, that's already pretty bad, okay? Reddit never reads articles. Yeah, you don't like pancakes, right? It's like, man, waffles are good. Oh, so you don't like pancakes? You hate pancakes? Like, no, that's a completely separate sentence, you know? But like Reddit, no one ever reads the articles. They will see the headline and then base their entire opinions Like, you will, if you go into Reddit, right? If you go and you look at the comments, there'll be people fighting to the death over their personal interpretation of the headline. They'll never read the actual article, right? They'll see the headline, they'll make something up, they'll assume that they got everything they need to from just the headline on its own, and then they will go to war in the comment section. Like, crusades in the comment section. Okay, like, it is wild, right? And like YouTube comments, even like, I've, as someone who has put tweets or not has put out shorts, right? Chat, do you guys remember when I put out a whole bunch of shorts? I like had a month where I was like, you know what? Let's try this. Let's put out like every single day. We're gonna put out one short, right? I tried that. Do you know what the kind of comments I got were? I like Holostars, so you hate Hololive? I was like, what? No, what is that? Where did that come from, right? The kind of comments that I got were like, wow, what is this anime thing doing on my timeline? Or like, why is this being given to me? I don't like this. And it's like, do you not know how algorithms work? Like, the reason why, like, this kind of stuff isn't just being given to you out of the blue. You know, like, I didn't pick you, random individual with like the sunglasses taking a selfie inside their truck, like, profile picture. Like, I didn't personally give it to you. Like, that's not how any of this works, right? But they'll be like, oh, get this disgusting thing off my page, right? And then like a week later, like, I see them come back because my videos are in their algorithm, right? And they're like, oh, why do I keep seeing this? I was like, because you continue to engage with it. Like, please, you know? It's like the people who are like, why do I keep getting gay dating ads on my like things? It's like, because you search for it. That's how personalized ads work. Like, come on. It's 2024. Like, we know personalized ads exist. It's okay. You know? Oh my god. Oh my god. And then you have other people who are like, does TikTok connect to the Wi-Fi? Yes, that's how it works. It assuming your Wi-Fi is connected to the internet. Yes, that. Oh man. Commenting about it serves the algorithm even more. Exactly. The algorithm doesn't know whether your comments, like, it doesn't understand the content of your comments, right? It understands that you engaged with it. There is not enough processing power for any kind of algorithm to read your comments and understand, oh, person A definitely does not like person B. Because, first of all, algorithms don't understand sarcasm, right? The language learning models we've got are only good for just plain text. It doesn't understand tone. It doesn't understand sarcasm. It doesn't understand things like, when I say, I'm dying, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, it doesn't mean I'm literally dying. It means I'm dying of laughter, right? Algorithms don't know that yet, okay? So when you comment on something, the algorithm just thinks, oh, you must like it. That's why you are engaging with it, right? Or like, something about it is keeping you on our service longer. So we'll give you more of these. We'll put more of these things in front of you because you've been engaging with them, you know? No, I'm literally dying. Skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji. Come on, senpai, hello. Okay, our shovel is almost fully repaired. Terry, thank you so much. Thank you so much for reaping the membership, Okwedi. Thank you for the 70 months. Gonna miss the Shinri rants when you're on the break. Oh, hello. Ah, I can hear him. I can hear his voice when he says that. AI does not understand intention, though. It just reads letters as data and regurgitates them. Exactly. Exactly. Like, it's so difficult. Okay, like, chat, have you ever tried to explain sarcasm to someone? Like, Do you have a friend who doesn't understand sarcasm, but you had to try to explain sarcasm to them? Okay, most people who say no, I've not had to explain sarcasm are really fortunate because you have like friends who are able to like pick up on the social cues, right? And are able to like, oh, I understand how to navigate like this kind of social dynamic of like conversing with each other, right? Those of you who said yes, I have had to try to teach sarcasm to some of my friends. Predominantly, in my experience, it's sarcasm. I've had to teach people sarcasm who were ESL, like they did not have English as their first primary language, and therefore they didn't understand the cultural meanings behind sarcasm. So I had to explain what sarcasm is. You know, they're not actually saying this, they don't actually mean that, they're saying it sarcastically because it's supposed to be like ironic, it's supposed to be a joke or maybe a parody of what they're saying, or like simply commentary about the situation that they're in and things like that, right? There's a lot of stuff that you may not get if you are ESL for like English specifically, right? Imagine that. Imagine trying to explain that to a computer that is unable to learn. Humans are able to learn. Computers cannot learn. Computers can copy and memorize and regurgitate, but it can't learn the way that humans learn, you know? Like you can create a database of like, oh, here are things that like so-and-so has said, right? And then you can build up like a if-then kind of a statement, right? But they don't learn, like you can't teach a computer sarcasm. You can teach it to like say things that are sarcastic based on certain parameters, right? Yeah, they can become good at that. It seems like it's learning, but it's not, right? Like ChatGPT, it's not actually AI. It's not intelligent. It is trained off of things that people have written. So it gives you things that look like things people write. It's not intelligent though, you know? But like, that's the thing. You can't really teach computer sarcasm. You can teach it to be like, oh, when these statements are made in this order, reply sarcastically with this kind of other thing that we've trained you to reply with, right? Take that bag. No. Programming ultimately boils down to if this and then do this. I mean, like, in a very complicated way, so are humans. You know? In a very, very complicated way, so are humans. If something happens, then something else happens, right? Like, for example, if Gerard screams, then I get a headache. Boom. You know, I am effectively a very complicated if-then statement based off of my own past previous experiences. All right? Like, I'm not saying that there's an inherent quality of humans that makes us like superior or better than like computers. I'm just saying we're like more complex, you know? Like the whole thing about like you yourself, you aren't you. You are a collection of habits that have been built up over time based off the past experiences you've had. You know? Like that, like you got to be aware of that. Not the sudden Gerard strays. But you know, just like I think humans are also just a very, very complicated if-then statement. But that complicated part of it, you know, is the reason why you're able to understand sarcasm, is why you're able to respond sarcastically, right? It's why you're able to have that control over tone, over intonation, over like delivery of things to add meaning that isn't there just in plain text. What was I doing here? I forget what I was doing here. I don't even know why I'm back home. If funny, then haha. Yeah. Main difference is AI can't unlearn the way humans can. We can forget, which is super important. God, I'm so glad we can forget. I am very, like, I fancy the idea of having a perfect memory, but I'm glad I do not have perfect memory, because the stories that I hear about people with perfect memory, oh my God. I feel so bad. Like, imagine if you could not forget anything, you know? Or like even just context, you know? Like it's so difficult for a computer to like see things and then understand the context of, oh, this is not so-and-so, right? So we can make this a lower priority, right? They can't really do that. Like you can force it to do that, you know? Like, you know, if you take the time to go and write like filters for your email, you know, like how you have, wait, does anyone actually use email filters or do you guys just let it build up? Because I used to try that. I used to do that. I'd go into my email inbox and say, if I get this kind of email that includes these words or this kind of a link, then just trash it. You know? I used to do that. I used to try to come up with all these if-then statements to try and filter out my inbox so that I get no spam. Mind you, this is like before Google's anti-spam protection thing happened, right? I used to do that. But oh my god, it is so frustrating because you have to account for so many niche case scenarios where the filter will fail, or else it'll just sneak right through it, you know? Like, oh, instead of a link that has, you know, like, this is a scam email, right? They'll write, this is a scam email, but the L is a capitalized I. And now I have to write a whole new if statement for saying, you know, if the thing has a scam email, but also check for lowercase L's that look like uppercase I's, you know? And then it just gets even more complex over and over again. Sometimes filters don't work because of a previous rule in the place that's all backed up. Exactly. But like the human brain, you can do that quickly. You can see something, right? Like you get a scam text, like we talked about earlier today. You get a scam text and you're like, boom, all my red flag warnings are going off. I know exactly, or I know that this is a scam email, even though I may not know specifically why. I just have these flags, these alarms going off, right? Computers can't do that. I do it manually because I recognize it faster. Yeah, like it's easier to recognize it just by looking at it. The human brain is built to understand patterns. Ah, it's so cool. It's so cool. But like, yeah, the vibes are rancid, right? Even though the texts might seem cool, right? The vibes are just off and you instantly know. If I don't know the numbers, scam 70% of the time. Brains are so cool, they are. Just take the delete everything pill, Shinri. Man, I wish I could. I wish I could. Do you guys know that like it's impossible to like have that kind of memory wipe thing? You know how Men in Black has that the neuralizer? I thought the neuralizer was such a cool tech. Like, please look into this this light here, and then you look into it and it flashes, and then the agents are able to like give them like, oh, so that was just a gas leak and you guys are gonna go and have a great time and work on that new hobby of yours or whatever, right? And then like imprints that message onto them so that they go and do their thing, right? God, that's so cool. But no, it's not real. It can't happen because of the way our memory works. Like the neuralizer beam would have to unhook neurons inside your brain to remove memories. Can't uncarve a block of wood or something like that. Yeah. But man, the tech would be so cool. It would be so cool. You can alter memories though. It depends on what you mean by alter memories. Because memories are already kind of wishy-washy. Like, did you guys know if you think about a memory, you're actually not thinking about that memory? You are simply recalling the last time you thought about that memory. Did you guys know that? Like, once you have a memory, when you think about it again, you're not actually recalling the original memory. You are recalling the last time you thought about that memory. So yeah, you're looking at a recovered backup, exactly. And at some point, you will. It's kind of like how to say this. The analogy is not that good, but it's like you are recalling the recall of something that happened in your past. And this is why people who have memories will start to change and alter different features and facets of the memory. Like this, like for me personally, like I'm not sure how much this would like resonate with you guys because like this is my memory, right? In my memory, I have this recollection of swimming in a pool, and then I very distinctly remember swimming upside down, doing some backstrokes, bumping my head against the wall, getting hurt, flipping right side up, looking outside the pool and seeing a table with like a red cup, right? And I distinctly remembered it was a red cup on the table outside the pool. And I'm like, no, I hurt myself. I would definitely remember that because it was like I bumped my head against the wall and like that was a moment that I can't forget, right? And then I look at a photo of it and no, there was never a red cup there. There wasn't any cup there. In fact, the table was empty. Like it was just a plain table, you know? And I think to myself, like, why did I remember a red cup there? And it's because at some point in my recall of my recalling of the memory, it just added, you know? It crossed wires with another memory, perhaps. Or maybe it was fabricated entirely all from scratch, you know? It generated that red cup in my memory. So now when I think about it, I think of a red cup, even though I know because I have photographic evidence that there never was a red cup there. There wasn't any cup. It wasn't like a red cup switched with a blue cup or a yellow cup or whatever, right? It's just there wasn't any cup, but my brain put it in there. You know? Injury symptoms, red cup. Maybe the photos are lying. Oh no. Don't do this to me, chat. I have two fears. I have two very specific fears. One of them is mannequins, and then the other one is invisible stuff. But like, specifically bollards. And if I can't trust my eyes, I will go mad. You know, the Mandela memory, right? Like the Berenstein or Berenstein bears. Oh man. Or like the cornucopia. Fruit of the Looms cornucopia. What other like Mandela effect things are there? Would a picture of a weeping angel be super feared? No, thankfully not. Weeping angels do not scare me. I love the concept, but for me, it's mannequins because of the way they move. Weeping angels are so fast, they effectively teleport. And because they teleport, I'm not really scared of them. Like, I'm scared of, like, dying to them, but I'm not scared of their movement. It's the movement of the mannequins that scare me. Like, the jankiness, the jerkiness, the twitching, the almost human-like qualities they have that aren't really quite there. That's what scares me about mannequins. Because they're always there in the horror games, you know? How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Some people truly are not appreciated in their time. We have real philosophers here, Chad. Would marionettes be just as scary for me? Kind of. All the marionettes I've seen are kind of cute, so not too scary. Maybe if I like encounter them in a dark room on my own, and they were like, I heard like creepy, like I don't know, music box music playing in the background, and they were like jerking and moving around, twisting it away, you know? Like Octavio? Octavio is just a dude. Octavio is just a dude, and his puppets don't have a form, so I'm not afraid of them yet. Ibisu, thank you so much for the 11 months. Okwaidi. Hope you enjoy your break. Really grateful for your streams and for the quest being so welcoming. Take care. Thank you. Man. It makes me really happy to see so many comments from the kois, talking about how the other kois are so welcoming. Yeah. Part of me wishes I didn't have a rule that I couldn't join Discords. I want to see what you guys are talking about. But no, Manachem would bonk. It's like, no, do not disturb the kois. We cannot have you influencing them. They must be left alone. Like, I don't know, like an alien planet in Star Trek. You have the directive. You can't interfere with them. You gotta let them do their own thing, you know? I'm like, fine, Mana-chan. I will sit from afar and then tangentially see what they talk about. Because I don't know what happens in the Discords or in the Twitters and the subreddits. I don't even know. I'm just assuming it's Discord because that's the most popular thing right now. Do not disturb the fishes. Exactly. You cannot influence the fishes. You can't, like, you know, like, what was it? Like rivers over a long time. Like if you disturb one stone in a river, over the course of time, it'll alter the course of the river, and then it'll change the way the river bends and turns and ebbs and flows. We can't have that. Like, we're not allowed to like interfere, you know? We're like, I was gonna say the Watcher, but then I realized the Watcher's probably a bad example because the Watcher breaks his own rule several times. I don't know. Is there like a character that just does that, like stays away and does not involve themselves with the affairs of mortals? A concerned rock collector. I think you're thinking of Sound of Thunder. I'm not familiar with that. It was supposed to be a bell shape and now it's a zigzag. No. Yeah. Shinri saying hi to one of the kois, the whole VTuber sphere implodes, right? It's like the memes of like time traveling and you say hello to like a fish and then it just alters the entire timeline. I think the funniest one though that I've seen is that one meme of it's like an illustration from a science book of like what the artist's rendition of the first fish to come on land was. It's like, oh, this is how fish evolved to like come on land and breathe oxygen, right? And it shows this picture of like this kind of like fish with legs, like slowly crawling out the pond or the puddle, right? But every single edit that I see of it involves someone running up and just kicking the fish back in. It says, you came out of the water and now have to pay bills. Back inside you go. And they just kick it all the way back inside the ocean. It's like, man, right? Some fish came out of the water millions of years ago and now need to pay rent. Bills. Lamau, yeah, but mood. Tiktaalik? Oh, is that the name of the fish? Is that the name of the primordial soup fish? Tiktaalik. 90s dinosaurs finding out the most feathered lean. Some drawing artists drawing T-Rexes like giant chickadees. That's actually really adorable, though. I think it's hilarious. Just giant birds. I too would kick them. Delay evolution for once. Man. I miss the old days 1 billion years ago. Man. Sometimes I just think about it, you know, like how when animals are born, they're born and then they immediately start doing animal things. Like a llama is born and then immediately just does llama things. Like, what did they see? I feel like it was like a giraffe being born, and then a giraffe like gets down, like it falls down to the ground. The mama giraffe like cleans it up a little bit, and then it stands up, and then instantly starts being a giraffe. You know, like it's instantly starts walking around, looking for food, looking for water to drink, and it's like cool. Like it's just doing giraffe things, right? And then on the other hand, you have like humans, born and then instantly needs to start paying rent and building up a resume. Shiny Clucky, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. Can we get some hearts in chat for the gifted memberships? Born 30 seconds ago, and still the only thing you've done is go boo boo baba. You're not gonna be able to get a good job at this rate. Don't you know your cousin already has 2 degrees? Oh my god. Oh my god. That comparison. I'm not sure if it's like a thing, but like in Xenokuni, there's a lot of comparison to like relatives. It's like by the age of 6, your cousin was already performing concerts at, you know, at rehearsals and venues, and it's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Don't you have 2 degrees? Yeah, it took me until the age of 30 to get 2 degrees. Well, 3, I guess. I don't use one of them. Well, I don't use any of them. That's a skill issue on my end. You know, but I didn't get those like when I was right out of the womb, you know? Imagine being the cousin of that one guy who's a doctor, lawyer, and astronaut. Wasn't there a guy? There was a guy. Wasn't there? Hang on, I'm gonna pour myself some more water real quick. I saw a guy. There was that one guy. He was like, oh, here's the guy that your Asian parent told you about, right? He like went to MIT, has like 3 degrees, is a lawyer, a Michelin star chef, and an astronaut or something, and he's like flying like into space or whatever. Yeah, he changed jobs like 3 times or whatever, but then he like got awards every single time he did. His name is Johnny Kim. God, that actually just legitimately sounds like the name that like my parents would use. Don't you know about Johnny Kim? Oh my god. Man. Because like around my area, there was like a lot of like Kevins and a lot of Davids. Yeah, it was predominantly those 2. Johnny Sins has a rival. Johnny, like, step aside, Johnny. It's time for Johnny Kim. Maxing out all the profession in The Sims, but IRL. Psh. I bet you he doesn't know how to... bet you he doesn't know how to... use redstone in Minecraft. Ooh. That's right. I don't know how to use redstone in Minecraft either. But, you know, he's not perfect. Ah. VTuber debut from him soon. Yeah, he's gonna debut as a talent soon. He's gonna max out every single profession. Every single one of those. I know a David, he works for NASA. Is it that David? I don't even know at this point anymore. Guy's maxing out the job system like his Bravely Default to get other people's jobs while he's at it. Man. It's like, why can't you be more like Johnny? Oof, man. Oof. I know a guy who has 2 degrees and managed to become a VTuber with over 30 years old. What are my people? What are my people? I bet he doesn't know how to parallel park. It's be like, well, actually, my dad invented parallel parking. Because you know. He's got, like, they've got some things on. Wouldn't it be nice, chat? Like, wouldn't it be nice to just have things go your way for once? Like, man, that would be so nice. Because there are people out there who are living lives and it's like, how is everything going your way? You know? How is everything going your way? Starika, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Started my dream job and wanted to say, thanks for inspiring me to go for it. It really is never too late to chase your dreams. Starika, let's go. Let's go. Congratulations. Oh my god, that's so exciting. I hope it is everything that you dreamed of and more. Thank you so much for reading the membership. Whoa. Just once, chat. Just once. Wouldn't it be nice if things just went your way just once, you know? That creeper was a paid actor. What the hell? That... Glad things are going your way. Cheers. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Where's the other entrance? Oh my god. Oh, I just want to jump down it. I'm just gonna jump down. Man. That creeper was a paid actor. What the hell was he doing there? Wishing you tons of rest and relaxation on your break. Thank you, Virtue. Listen to podcasts, read some books, hang with friends. Good night, y'all. Thank you, thank you. Cheeto, hired by Johnny Kim. Heard you were talking smack. Fujiko. Oh, wait. Fumika Maji Tenchi. Sorry, I could not read. My eye was blurry. Thank you so much for the orange super chat, Fumika. Thank you. Victory. No, it does not feel like victory to me. Casey Okoidi. Creeper just wanted to meet his Oshi before you go on your break. Good night, Shinri. Sleep now. Thank you for stopping by. Okoidi, Okoidi. Ozzy. Okoidi. Minecraft got something else your way. Ah, oh, God. Mr. V, thank you. Has some counter creeper funds. Thank you for the super. And Epi, thank you. Creeper had 3 degrees. Had. But I'm still here. I'm still alive. Can't get rid of me that easy. Oh my god. Are you serious? Are you serious? You. Get out of here. This is really pretty. I should remember this though. I should remember that there is empty stuff underneath because I completely forgot about that. Oh, and now the BGM plays. Are you serious? The entire time I was ranting, it was just empty, no BGM, and now after I die. See how it is. I see how it is. It's just mocking me at this point. Hey, at least it wasn't lava. True. Oh no, see, now that we said it, I've jinxed it, and now it's gonna be lava next time. Minecraft paid the creeper and the DJ. I think we might do the rest of it later. This is a big mountain that we need to chop down. Let's see how much we made, how much progress. Oh, that is actually pretty solid amount of progress. Okay, so gotta watch out for like the big gap here. All of this. All of this. I kind of want to keep that. Maybe replace with glass? Like, we clear all this out, but we keep this kind of like thing. Like we keep this roof over here, and then instead we replace it with glass. so that you could see down here into like this pool and then like this double pool, because I really like this double pool thing. Because you got this like pool here, right? And then it actually connects to this pool, but at a lower elevation. Like, do you know how cool that is? I love it. Like, how is there a pool up here at a high elevation that connects directly with the pool here at a lower elevation? That is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh, the little bats. Oi, stop that. Oh, the little bats. Yeah, it's our pond. And then what I'll do is maybe I'll revamp it. I'll like replace all the stone here with glass, turn it into like an aquarium. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. And then we can like bring tropical fish and then seed this area with tropical fish and put more tropical fish into it. Man, this is so cool. What the heck? How did... What? How did you get here? Like, what? How did they get here? As long as you don't mix it with axolotls? Yeah, probably not axolotls. Oh, that's right, chat. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember when we put these in here? This was like 6 weeks after debut. 6 weeks. We had like a big Minecraft thing and we were all like exploring these areas. And then we got lost. And then, oh my god, the doors are still here. The doors are all still here. Yeah, like the first proper Minecraft collab. Not the impromptu one where we all joined the server while Magni was streaming. That one was like completely just out of the blue. You know, like that wasn't planned. This one was, with the doors and everything. And then we just ended up dying constantly. Ah, good times. Good times. And then I remembered this thing, this little 2 blocks of dirt. I remember that. Flam built it because he was getting lost. And because he was getting lost, he went ahead and he built that little tower so that he could see things. Getting lost and dying. Yeah, when Betel did like the chunk thing. And then how like, oh, this is where we... Oh my god. Oh my god, it's gotten longer. What the hell? Oh my god, it's like spilling over now. Okay. This is another one that Flayon built. This is another marker. And then there's the... other stuff. Wait, hold up. It was over here. Yeah, it was in this cave right here. This is the cave. I remember this cave as the cave that we were exploring when Betel was telling us all about Tusk. I hate that I remember it. I hate that I remember this cave specifically as the one that Betel was talking about Tusk in. Because we were like exploring this stuff and he's like, hey, have you guys seen the movie Tusk? And I was like, no, what's that about? And he's like, oh, let me tell you. And then he told us about it. And then ever since then, I've not been able to come here into this cave without thinking about Betel telling us about the movie Tusk. And how he had like captured a person and was slowly turning them into a walrus because he wanted to sleep with the walrus because back when he was a child, a walrus saved him. And then he's like, oh, I had to repay the kindness of the walrus by turning a complete stranger into a walrus and then sleeping with it. And I remember it because it was just so completely like, what? Excuse me? What is this movie about, right? And I hate it because now whenever I visit this cave, that's all I can think about. I just think about that movie and how that one guy wanted to sleep with the walrus, you know? And now you do. Now you know that too, chat. Now you are also stuck with that idea. And whenever you see this cave, that will be what you think about. Every single time. Do you mean sleeping or sleeping? Like sleeping. With the walrus. Why did you remind us I blocked it from my memory? Because I remember it. Because I remember it. And now you have to too. Also, I don't remember who, but I remember this sea lantern here being from a senpai. One of the senpais put this here. And was lighting the way because when we were going to visit Magni's house, it was dark. So one of the senpais put that down. Oh shoot. I have no more fireworks. Can I maintain enough momentum to get back home? I don't know if I do. Come on. Oh, barely. Okay. It wasn't enough to get back home, but good enough. Close enough. Alright, chat. I think I'll go and call it here. Or else I'm just going to spend the entire time being nostalgic and then visiting every old part of the server, talking about the good old days. My last memory was Shinri before the break. Tusk. Can you do an elytra hop? What's the elytra hop? Is it this one? Where you kind of like glide? Like, I don't know how to do this one. This one's pretty easy to do. No, not that. Dang it. Ooh. Man. Do you know what that reminds me of, though? The little hop. This one. This makes me reminds me of Outer Wilds, because you could go into low orbit around every single one of the planets and then travel really quickly. Gosh, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I wish I could play Outer Wilds again for the first time, but no. Alright, chat. Tusker? No, not Tusker. No, we are not making Tusker a thing. I would much rather Tisker exist. I would much rather we keep Tisker. Alright, chat. Thank you all for stopping by. Oh yeah, we should say that to Bettle. Oh yeah, you should. Tell it to Bettle. The next time Bettle streams, start spamming Tusker at him. See if he gets it. See if he understands it. Oh my god. See if you can like bait him into going into another rant about it. None. Thank you so much for the soup. Enjoy your break. Thank you. Thank you. Solnus, Nix. Thank you. I hope the break gives you some peace of mind and energy. Thank you for always doing your best. And know we'll be here for you no matter what. May you find yourself while wandering. Aww. That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna log off so they don't accidentally get blown up by a creeper while I'm away. Kale, thank you for the soup. Have a great break and we'll be here for you. Thank you. Alright, chat. Outro time. Blank, thank you for the super sticker. Kismet, thank you for the 12 months. Quady. It's easy. I've been like talking too long. It's like a bunch of air stuck in my stomach. Quady. Minty, thank you for the 17 months. Plenty of VODs over your way. Oh, I hope you guys enjoy. Jay's Pancake, thank you for the super. Thank you. Thanks to my questions. I hope you enjoy your break. I'll do my best to take as big of a break as I can and then come back refreshed and re-energized. Alphion, thank you. Okoidi. Irix, thank you so much. Okoidi, Joe Finder, thank you for the super. Oh my god, Dragons are not extinct. Okoidi, thank you for re-upping the membership. Wait. Alright, chat. I'll send you all off. Wait, I haven't even seen who's streaming right now. I don't even know who to raid to. Wait, let me... Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot read the name. Nanami? Nanami, thank you so much. Okwedi, thank you for giving that membership. Memory, thank you. Okwedi. Tabby streaming? Okay, we'll send you over to Octavio. Blockbuster Inc. Ooh, I've never seen that one before. Rizzy, thank you so much for the super. Have a good break. Hope it's productive and the fine self-sense. Thank you. Koirei, Okoiri. Have a nice break. Thank you. Chimitsuki, thank you. Thank you for upping the memberships. Great, everyone. Wait, I gotta go, chat. Gotta go. Okay. Have a good one. I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. See you in about 2 weeks. Bye-bye, everybody. I'm gonna miss you. Please don't forget about me. Wait. Wait, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. It might be. Wait. Thank you for the Yakasupa. Rest well, radio votive will be here return. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the Yakasupa. All right, chat. Bye-bye. I'm gonna miss you. This has been your Radio Ronin, Josuiji Shinri. Koyasumi, and good night.